Can I have it? Can I have it? Give me your best, let me have it. 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 Can I have it? Can I have it? Or just be second like that. Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Give me your best, let me have it. Want to be checking, I grab it. You got that water there with me splashing. No disrespect, I'm just asking. Give me your best, let me have it. 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 Want to be checking, I grab it. You got that water there with me splashing. No disrespect, I'm just asking. Give me your best, let me have it. 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 Give me that tree, let me dive in. Give me that water if I hydrant. I put it out in a matter of time, shit. Dig it so big you could climb it. Goddamn, you know that you find shit. Come let me see where your mind is. Come tell me where you spend time at. Matter of fact, who you spend time with. Your presence a blessing. I'm asking these questions cause I want some time shit. LP. I'm bugging into me quick. Got you smiling, I know baby that ain't me. I'm the truth and I never be counterfeit. In the game and I ball like a memory. Not a rapper, keep chillin', stack to the chip. Not a genius, but I run a track and flip. Feeling you, baby, these diamond can't shake it. You look like some island girls down in Jamaica. Oh, you got a man and you take it. Oh, really don't matter, I take it. Won't lie to you, baby, official like referees. I move on past with them refugees. Stay to myself, move like go get them packs in. Trying to change it to the rapping. I'm really feeling myself. And I wanna feel you too. I ran it up by myself. And I won't spend it with you too. Murder on beats and they hands on my tongue. I done the nigga for fun. I done the nigga for fun. Still a heart awake and sit on the one. Give me your best, let me have it. Hold your beat check and I grab it. You got that water there with me splashing. Don't get respect, I'm just asking. Give me your best.
Judah, what's good, pimp?
Give me your best, let me have it.
What's good, Judah?
Give me your best, let me have it. Hold your beat check and I grab it. You got that water there with me splashing. Don't get respect, I'm just asking. Give me your best, let me have it. 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 Oh, it's a drug and I'm crashing. Just give me the keys, I won't crash it. I'm shooting my shot, I can't pass it. I'm shooting my shot, I can't pass it. Keep it to myself, we on hush mode. Ain't breaking no rules, I invented code. Get from the hood, like centerfold. I told you before, you know how it go. I really, really want you, baby, I need you. Girl, it's so dope, you my equal. Fuck the FaceTime when I see ya. But start the FaceTime before I beat ya. I know you like to take it easy, but something about you so appeasing. Got me spending time through the weekend. Early morning, sun is peeking. I ain't the type to get
Salute, man.
but I get it, that's my all, girl. I'm stuck to the overall, girls. I want your ass over all, girls. Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I grab it? Can I grab it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I grab it? Can I grab it? Give me your best, let me have it. Fuck the beach, I cannot grab it. You got that water there with me splashing. No disrespect, I'm just asking. Give me your best, let me have it. 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 Hold that beach, I cannot grab it. You got that water there with me splashing. No disrespect, I'm just asking. Give me your best, let me have it. Give me your best, let me have it. Give me your best, let me have it. Give me your best, let me have it.
Not Zay, that's cool, Zay.
Niggas can't fuck with my old flow. Still trying to fuck with my old hoes. You can have it, don't play with that bag though. Got the bitches coming by the bolo. You know they go cuckoo for cocoa. Got hitters, they moving, I say so. Nigga don't play with that bag though. Nigga don't play with that bag though. Niggas can't fuck with my old flows. Still trying to fuck with my old hoes. You can have it, don't play with that bag though. Got the bitches coming by the bolo. You know they go cuckoo for cocoa. Got hitters, they moving, I say so. Nigga don't play with that bag though.
Nigga, don't play with that bag, though. If you do this, just know that's your asshole. We got the middle, they move when I say so. We gon' put on these Chevys with Draco. Nigga, don't play with that bag, though. Do what you want, just don't play by my cash, yo. Nigga, don't play with that bag, though. See you in traffic.
Y'all hit that like button for me on the way in.
I be trying to be boo. Keeping shit smooth, but my cash, I'm a spaz, though. I don't play by the rule. I keep a two, cause these niggas are crash, yo. Nigga, don't play with that bag. Keep that pimp on the cold. I was brought up in a band, though. I used to trap at the damn store. We keep them sticks in the drum, not a band, though. No gas, but I'ma act an asshole. The pluggy fluids out the Mexico. Smoking on gas, this shit broke, call it testicle. Nigga, don't play with that bag, though. Got me feeling like I'm next to blow. Putting in my dudes and I'm shining on schedule. Skinny nigga, but I'm heavy, though.
Niggas can't fuck with my old flow. Still trying to fuck with my old hoes. You can have it, don't play with that bag, though. Got the bitches coming by the bolo. You know they go cook for Coco. They hit us, they moving, I say so. Nigga, don't play with that bag, though. Nigga, don't play with that bag, though. Niggas can't fuck
DP
with my
was good,
old
King.
hoes. Still trying to fuck with my old hoes. You can have it, don't play with that bag, though. Got the bitches coming by the bolo. You know they go cook for Coco. They hit us, they moving, I say so. Nigga, don't play with that bag, though. Nigga, don't play with that bag, though.
Play with that bag and you know that you got to go. Me and my hitters not get the dope pieces and shit, but we smell like hyenas, though. You better not play with that bag, ho. Coasting on rich chopping trees and we yet to throw. We gon' bless it like a damn cold. Got of these niggas and bitches, they break it cold. I'm through with this shit, I can't take no more niggas beheaded. No skin in my, what's the deal? Thought I told you, tell me how you feel. Putting in my tag, can't you see that this shit for real? With the games, I'm trying to stack a million.
Shout out my guy Judy. He said, yo, T, I just dropped my first LDBC video. Shout out my boy Judy.
Burnt the top up on the head like a Kango. Nutted on the college sprinkle. She ate the dick up like a mango. She drunk the cute up like a Fago. I do what I want to, I'm grown, you can't go. I got it on line like her angle. Do what you want, just don't play with that bag, ho. Do what you want, just don't play with that bag, ho.
Niggas can't fuck with my old flow. Still trying to fuck with my old hoes. You can have it, don't play with that bag, though. Got the bitches coming by the bolo. You know they go cook for Coco. They hit us, they moving, I say so. Nigga, don't play with that bag, though. Nigga, don't play with that bag, though. Niggas can't fuck with my old clothes. Still trying to fuck with my old hoes. You can have it, don't play with that bag, though. Got the bitches coming by the bolo. You know they go cook for Coco. They hit us, they moving, I say so. Nigga, don't play with that bag, though. Nigga, don't play with that bag, though. Free buck, 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 free buck.
So y'all folks this morning, how y'all doing this morning, man? Shout out my brother MP, my brother G, my brother Nazay, DP, the folks that ain't spoke yet. Appreciate y'all signing through this jump. We about to get into it. Hey, one was good, pimp.
Wanna know that for sure, then come see me then. Got them raps like a ruler, I'm schooling them. I shoot two with them bullets, they capture them. Get this snappy shit look like an action film. Now that's war shit, that's on that rapid tip. I'm a king, lick my bossy, my drugs and still. Too drunk up, I done fucked up and drunk a feel. Where you going shit, I'm sticking and gigging it. I just got me a chick from a friend chick. She has to act like fuck, I can this bitch. The rap niggas probably can't fuck with me. I put my record, them niggas can't fuck with me. Spicy, she don't call it cutlery. No, I'm not saying, but these niggas not touching me. Might as well live in the bubble. See, I am the one, my like Peanut in 93. I am a king, about to take her ring. This for them niggas and bitches that doubted me. Allen Fashion, get the crown of me. Get the back, give a sacrifice, fuck with kings. Pay the fool and I got everything. Rubber Red Bulls, but these weight, I'm still packing heat. I'm a Memphis Blizzard in these streets. Sneaking and gigging it. I'm smelling like Rick, but you know that I'm chicken, bitch. Sneaking and gigging it. One hand in that pussy, you know that I'm freaking, bitch. Where you
at, I'm not sneaking and geeking it. In the streets, I've been sneaking and geeking shit. In my hood, I've been sneaking and geeking it. Bro, you been, I've been sneaking and geeking shit. Sneaking and geeking it. Smelling like rich, but you know that I'm cheaping, bitch. Sneaking and geeking it. One hand in that pussy, you know that I'm freaking, bitch. Where you at, I'm not sneaking and geeking it. In the streets, I've been sneaking and geeking shit. In my hood, I've been sneaking and geeking it. Where you been, I'm not sneaking and geeking shit. I'm sneaking and geeking it. I'm on some major shit, they on some major shit. Posting their shots made that media won't play that shit. I keep it pimping on player shit. I'm chasing 10 times, don't get time to lay a bitch. No, I can't settle for hood rich. My flow is hard, I still fight like a dragon bitch. Bars way above the average. Skinny, then raise a bitch standard, yeah. Birthday candy, stacking cabbage shit. Fuck the bitch and birthday cabbage, I'm lit. Fuck the bitch and birthday cabbage, I'm lit. Soon I'm about to hit my jeweler. Already cool, I won't be cooler. You know I'm blue, nigga, I'm the cooler. R.I.P. the homie Chula. I be coming like a group the way I kill shit. I be 12 feet deep, diving in the bitch. Getting tired of small fries, I gotta dream big. I'm just trying to stack it up, I gotta feed my kids. So I'm sneaking and geeking it. I stack up my chip shit, I'm good, how that Pringle shit. Don't ask if I'm single shit, came at myself and I'm ready to mingle, bitch. Sneaking and geeking it. I'm smelling like rich, but you know that I'm cheating, bitch. Sneaking and geeking it. One hand in that pussy, you know that I'm freaking, bitch. Where you at, I'm not sneaking and geeking it. In the streets, I've been sneaking and geeking shit. In my hood, I've been sneaking and geeking it. Where you been, I've been sneaking and geeking shit. Sneaking and geeking it. Smelling like rich, but you know that I'm cheating, bitch. Sneaking and geeking it. One hand in that pussy, you know that I'm freaking, bitch. Where you at, I'm not sneaking and geeking it. In the streets, I've been sneaking and geeking shit. In my hood, I've been sneaking and geeking it. Where you been, I'm not sneaking and geeking shit.
We about to get started in a second. Give me a second. I'm finna get this thing shirt. And then we go get started.
Free my OG. Free Buck. Free Buck. You a hater on the front line. Niggas tryna block my shine. I'm like Kobe in the crunch time. Bitches wanna see me shine. Niggas mad cause it's my time. So they tryna block my shine. Putting time in my rhyme. They don't wanna see me shine. Why they wanna block my shine? Why they wanna block my shine? Why they wanna block my shine? I heard the bitch give me mine. You a hater on the front line. You don't wanna see me shine. Niggas mad cause it's my time. I heard the bitch give me mine. I ain't trying to fucking die. Why a nigga hate to see me shine? You ain't right a fucking line. You ain't pro the motherfucking rhyme. I've been doing this shit off my mind. But now I'm putting in the time. I've been killing shit and listen crime. Feel like either way I be fine. Thinking niggas want me dead. While locked up in the fucking feds. They pray I fuck up all my bread. I'ma hide this shit until I'm dead.
Just do it.
Up a fucking check. Went toe to toe with the best. I don't even know the fucking rest. Wherever I go, I get respect. Freaky bitches run their neck. Fuck the bitch, nut on the breast. Sloppy sex and me some mess. And then I hit him with the flex. You playing checks, I'm playing chess. I thought I told you I was next. I'm in the bottom with the vets. Big and bad with the shit. You a hater on the front line. Niggas tryna stop my shine.
You about to get going, just do.
Bitches wanna see me shine.
I'm getting this thing shared now.
So they tryna stop my shine. Put time in my rhyme. They don't wanna see me shine. Why they wanna block my shine? Why they wanna block my shine? Why they wanna block my shine? I heard the bitch give me mine. You a hater on the front line. You don't wanna see me shine. Niggas mad cause it's my time. I heard the bitch give me mine. Time to let this shit ride. Let's get it, let's go. Sneak this in that part of the code. Niggas nice as hell, man. These niggas is like, these niggas, they really some hoes. Sneak this, it don't count. You know how it go. Oh, this shit about a hoe. Which one you know a nigga fucking them up? To pick her up and burn her down as a stove. You keep this bitch down, talk to her with my hoe. Run up done talking about these bitches though. You know a nigga got ridiculous slow. I keep my shit tight, man. This shit ain't no joke. The shit out my head harder. What niggas run running circles around niggas like Usain and Bolt. Got hunger like 50 money, give me more. I stack my shit up so my shit at the store. Rapping in now so my shit at the boat. Shit on these niggas just call me come on. I don't give a fuck for the ass on the boat. You coming for skinny, well homie, let's go. Been doing this 6 months, killing y'all at the door. Face that like a blanket, that shit to your dome. Keep doing fuck shit, I pull up to your home. This is the one and one more in his zone. Nah, Lex. Don't drop the hook, don't do shit by the book. Keep it real, pussy. You niggas is shook. Bump your heart up and get took. Bitch, I'ma let you a real like a goose to get cooked. Give us that thing to get booked. Chopping trees, nigga. You know what that mean? We gon' throw your ass in the woods. Bitch, you a hater on the front line. Nigga tryna stop my shine. I'm like Kobe in the crunch line. Bitches wanna see me shine. Niggas mad cause it's my time. So they tryna stop my shine. Put time in my rhyme. They don't wanna see me shine. Why they wanna block my shine? Why they wanna block my shine? Why they wanna block my shine? I heard the bitch give me mine. You a hater on the front line. You don't wanna see me shine. Niggas mad cause it's my time. I heard the bitch give me mine.
I'm about to share it on the gram. Then we go get going.
Eating a little bit, I was starving. I got my shit up the hallway. I kill your head dead and broad day. Best part, I'm just getting started. Best part, I'm just getting started. Best part, I'm just getting started. I ran my shit up the hallway. Best part, I'm just getting started. Eating a little bit, I was starving. I got my shit up the hallway. I kill your head dead and broad day. Best part, I'm just getting started. Best part, I'm just getting started. Best part, I'm just getting started. I ran my shit up the hallway. Best part, I'm just getting started. I ran my shit up the hallway. Best part, I'm just getting started. Wait till I drop my song party. King of the hill like a Bobby. I don't see no one to stop me. Got the pop off like a rocket. Beat it up like I play hockey. She ride my horse, got her legs like this jockey. She hit that top, it hit sloppy. She tryna eat out my cocky. She do it good. She talking shit, now she cocky. Her only go is the rock. Now ain't no stopping. She don't come up till I'm popping. Look in my eyes, tell her watch me. Ooh, you about to catch it. Open the white, can you fetch it? Then I took out my protection. Hell no, not my rubber. You know I'm keeping it western. She said,
We getting ready to do the show now. Ben, you might say play that Night Rider. That was my shit, Judah. Hey, Chayan, what's good, my brother? We about to get started. Keon, everything boxing. What's good, pimp? We about to get started. I'm sharing it on the ground. We about to get started. Appreciate you sliding through this jump, pimp. If y'all could hit that like button. We about to get into it, man. We about to get into it, man. That's part I'm just getting started. That's part I'm just getting started. I ran my shit up the hard way. That's part I'm just getting started. Skin Hardaway 17, back with another EP. Appreciate all y'all good folks coming through this joint. First things first, let me say what's up to everybody that came through. Shout out my guy MP, what the fuck. My guy Judah Ben, appreciate you sliding through this joint. Nate was good. My guy DP Rocker King was good. A1 Hoops on. What it do, family? Glad you could make it, pimp. Glad you could make it. It was good, my brother A1. My brother Just Do. Was good. Appreciate y'all sliding through this joint. Okay, H. Hyon. Keon, my boy Keon, everything boxing. Yep. So off the top, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm finna drop this link, real quick. What's up? Y'all know how I go with the tea party. This is an open conversation. I meant to put open panel up there on the thing, but I didn't. But anyway, I digress. So, Floyd Mayweather got a fight. Floyd Mayweather is making a return to boxing. And this time, it's a little different, right? Because Floyd Mayweather not just making a return to boxing. Floyd Mayweather is fighting in the actual factual boxing match this time around. This is not an exhibition. This is not a drill. This is not a rumor. This is not wearing big ass 16, 18-ounce gloves. This is the real fight that Floyd Mayweather is in. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather is making a ring return. You know, when you first think about it, first thought you think, oh shit, there's live. Floyd Mayweather coming back, right? But then once you really think deep about it and you check out his date, right? It's May the 21st. What happens May 21st? Okay, nothing happens May 21st. That's good, cool. Floyd Mayweather come back May 21st. But then you think a little deeper. He has a fighter signed to the money team named Tank Davis, who had a press conference yesterday. You know what I mean? And Floyd Mayweather announced that he was coming back day before yesterday or yesterday, something of the sort. You know what I mean? So first thought, I'm thinking, okay, Floyd Mayweather got a fight coming back. Second fight, I'm thinking, wait, don't Tank got to fight that next week? Shouldn't he be promoting Tank fight if that is his fighter? And then I stop again and I think to myself, wait, don't Jermell Charlo got to fight on the 21st too? So damn. So Floyd coming back when Floyd coming back for Jermell Charlo, and he got a fighter with a fight the next week, and he go put his fight on the fight before his fighter. So this further lets me know that them rumors we've been hearing about Tank Davis leaving the money team probably is true. I'm just going straight up and saying, man, Floyd on some big petty shit. Floyd on some big petty shit, bro. It's like, dog. Okay. Even if you coming back, Floyd. You know what? Cool. Come back, Floyd. I really do. No, I don't mind seeing Floyd fight. I don't mind seeing Floyd fight at all, right? So come on, come back. But you telling me, bro, you coming back the week before your fighter fight. So the time you supposed to be promoting your fighter fight, you go be promoting your own fight. You and him, what the fuck? Why you ain't Floyd? The only thing worse you could have did was made Tank Davis fight on your fucking undercard at this point, bro. Like, what the fuck? You really go put a fight on. You really go put a fight on the same day, a week before your own fucking fighter, bro. You should have just made him and Riley fight on your undercard. You should have just made a Floyd comeback fight and put Tank Davis versus Riley Romero on the motherfucking undercard. Because in the hindsight, that's basically what the fuck you did anyway, big bro. That shit crazy, you know. And we gonna talk about it. Tank Davis made a tweet, right? He made a tweet. I think it was a cryptic tweet, but you know, I'm finna read that to you. I'm finna go find it so I can tell y'all exactly what it said. So I don't misquote him. I think it was a cryptic tweet, but actually it wasn't even no cryptic tweet, dog. If you know what the fuck going on, you knew exactly who that man was talking about. You know what I mean? When he said what he said had a press conference today and a fight on the same day. No matter how much money you have, you can still be jealous of a motherfucker. Boy. And he deleted it. He put that tweet up and then that man deleted it, right? I got to fake Dwayne Freeman in the back. God damn, I got to fake Dwayne Freeman in the back. God damn it. Okay, that's the real Dwayne Freeman. Okay, that's the real Dwayne Freeman. Okay.
Nah, that's me.
Okay.
I don't know why my camera didn't show up.
Okay, that's the real.
I don't know what's going on with my camera.
Yeah, bro, that shit just, well, I'm like, bro, you might as well. Okay, Tank said what he said, right? That clearly was a shot at Floyd, right? So this further lets me know that them folks probably is, though. I was thinking like maybe they trying to promote Tank fight. Maybe they're trying to get some eyes on Tank fight. And then Floyd come out and say, hey, dog, I'm finna have me a fight on the 21st, week before my fighter fight. Yeah, man. I think Tank and his not Tank. I think Floyd right now in his mind, Floyd's still trying to compete with these young dudes. You know what I mean? He still think he a boxer. He's still trying to put himself up against them without actually having, to compete against them. I think, you know what I mean? I think he being competitive in a different way. Since he about to lose Tank, I think Floyd, because this is an official fight. He fighting Don Moore, right? Used to be signed with the money team, Roger Mayweather. I thought that was Roger Mayweather. I thought that was Floyd fucking cousin, to be real with you. But they're just somebody Roger Mayweather was training for a long ass time, or Don Moore. So he fighting his sparring partner, right? Somebody used to be with TMT. He fighting his sparring partner, but he fight him in the real fight. Now, the way I'm gonna ask you this since you up here, do you think he just trying to get his sparring partner some money? Do you think this is like a gimmick, for them to make some money? He like, fuck it, I'm gonna get my guy paid. But this is an official fight. Cause I low key think Floyd finna keep doing this shit. I think he finna get consistent.
No. If he want to give his sparring partner some money, he can just give him some goddamn money. He's worth $1.2 billion. The man just said when he was talking about Canelo, he was like, Canelo is overshining these young guys. They keep putting on fights. The same time he's putting on fights with these other people, and Canelo is overshadowing these young fighters. But Floyd turns around and do the same exact thing. Anytime he had plenty of opportunities to rest of the year to make a fight. You work for PBC. You work with PBC. You partner with PBC. You know when their fight dates are. So why would you put a fight on the same time that Jermell Charlo is going for undisputed? It's a pay-per-view fight, and Boots is fighting on the undercard.
Right. Not only Jermell, who's a PBC fighter, which is essentially your side, which is where you fuck, which is where you get down at, right? And your fighter, your real fighter, TMT fighter, Tank Davis. There's two people on the same network as you, basically. You know what I mean? You supposed to be a promoter. You get a lot of these guys to come to the fucking PBC. You know what I mean? So it's just as
my whole thing is with Floyd, the man just don't want to give it up. He got out of the game. I believe he got out of the game before his mind was ready to get out of the game. And so he see these young guys making all this money and getting all this shine. He was like, hold up, I'm still the best in the world. And he's trying to show everybody he's still the best. Nobody want to see you no more, Floyd. You're a promoter now. If you want to be a fighter, come back, unretire, and come back in here and fight the Earl Spence and the Bud Crawford and the Jerron Booth in this other boxing ring. If that's what you want to do, you out here making putting on pay-per-views, fighting these motherfucking YouTubers and your sparring partners and all that shit.
J.A. Dixon, what's good, Pep? He said Floyd super petty for no damn reason, shaking my head. Why didn't he put it on the day of Canelo's fight? Right, or some shit like that. Like, why? Why? Like, what's the point? Like, and then you just out of nowhere, oh, y'all fighting on the 21st.
Yeah, damn. Why he couldn't put it on? Why he couldn't put it on with Top Rank was putting on the fight card? Or why you couldn't put it on with DeJohn was putting on the fight card? Why are you gonna fuck your own company? PBC is your company. That's the company that you helped start. That's the company that he helped start. Why are you trying to fuck your own company? And it's not like PBC put on your fight. That's a fight that's being put on by those people over in Adobe or some shit.
Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button. From y'all hit the like button. Go out. Hit the like button. Come back in. My bad, D-Free.
They put that fight on. So PBC ain't getting no money from that. Floyd getting money from that. So you fucking your own company by putting the fight on the same day as an undisputed title fight that's going on. And you know majority of the people going to go see Floyd because they want to see if Floyd going to get beat.
Right. The same day as Jermell Charlo. The same fucking day as Jermell Charlo.
As an undisputed fight.
You taking away from him. You taking away from Castano. You taking away from history in the sense,
taking away from boxing.
Floyd is really trying to. I'll just by you took it like my mouth just do. Floyd is really trying to say I'm bigger than boxing right now. Like he trying to say like y'all doing y'all thing, but if I come back, you know what I mean.
And it seemed like,
bro, and you know this shit was just out of nowhere. You notice some shit. He just like fuck it. I'm just
seemed like he being salty. Tank going his way.
You think like I said, if Floyd leaving him, but he'll still probably going to keep Heyman as his manager and might still fight on Showtime. Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly what Tank gonna
and
do.
like
You know
I
what I'm
said,
saying? Floyd is competing. He's still competing. He's trying to compete with the young guys without actually fighting them. This is a real fight he doing. Like, this ain't no exhibition or no.
Yeah, I heard you
Fight
trying to
is
make
going
it a
on his
real
record.
fight.
This fight is going on his record. I think, and I don't think this is gonna be the first one. Y'all think he really about to be doing that, putting his fights on Showtime and shit like that. Like, I think he really about to be.
But the whole thing is, it's cool if he want to do that. Fine. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You're a grown man. You're a multi-billionaire. You can do what you want to do. But why not do it to try to get out your competition? Do it at the same time the zone is doing it. Why are you doing it at the same time your company is doing a fight? That don't make sense.
Your people, a lot of people you got over there. You know,
and like I said, if you want to put somebody out of business, put DeJohn out of business or put Top Rank out of business. Because you know everybody's gonna come see Floyd because they want to see if Floyd gonna get beat. Is this the fight that Floyd gonna get beat in? That's what everybody's tuning in for. They're not tuning in to see Floyd fight. They tuning in to see is this the fight that Floyd's gonna get beat in. That's what they tuning in for.
right?
Mm-hmm.
This, I just think, bro, this clearly lets you know that Tank up out of there, though. Like, it's really a riff in there. I thought it was like, some bullshit. I just thought it was maybe something like to sell tickets or some shit like that. But nah, this like some real in-house beef, like some shit. Some Tank and Floyd really got smoke or something. They might well just go and fight by 4 rounds or some shit like that.
Man, if I was Tank, I would shit on Floyd any opportunity I get to, because you're going to do a daggone pay-per-view fight 2 weeks before I fight.
1 week.
I mean, yeah, 1 week before I fight. You're doing a pay-per-view fight
on 27, don't some shit like that.
Right, you're doing a pay-per-view fight one week before I do my fight, and you the one that put my fight on.
For real.
So it's not like he didn't know when Tank was fighting. Tank and Rolly still are under you. Rolly is under you. Tank is under you. So you know when their fight was. You gonna put a fight on a week prior to their fight?
Right. Knowing the people gonna go out to your fight. Everybody ain't got it like that to be going to your shit and his shit. Damn, right. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, Floyd.
I mean, it's already bad enough that they doing the undisputed the week before Tank Davis fight, because I mean you got an undisputed fight, people gonna tune in for that, and then you got the Tank Davis fight, people gonna tune in for that.
But they want the pay-per-view junk. Floyd junk gonna be pay-per-view. They want the undisputed fight, not a pay-per-view fight. But Floyd,
no, they said it is they said it is a pay-per-view fight.
Pay-per-view.
That's what I heard from Blue yesterday. Blue said it was a pay-per-view fight. They said this is the first fight that Jamel and Boots is going to be on pay-per-view.
Okay.
That's what Blue Blood said. I'm not. I gotta look into it. So that's what he said.
They make it even worse then. So I
gotta check on it and make sure that it is a pay-per-view fight. But that's exactly what Blue Blood said yesterday.
They make it worse. So you really did make motherfucker choose between a Floyd Mayweather fight versus Don Moore, who was your sparring partner, your homie, and fucking undisputed, bro. Floyd might be going against the fucking Showtime PBC. He pissed off at somebody. Somewhere. He probably pissed off at Al, because Al about to take his fight.
Well, that's what I'm about to say. I'm about to say he might be mad at Al because he knows that Tank Davis is going to stay with PBC. Al probably did a deal with Tank Davis that, hey, you can have your own promotion company and you can still work with PBC. And he pretty much got a deal similar to what Devin Haney had with DeJohn.
Hey man, I wonder how serious the blood is. I mean, is it really bad between them two?
It gotta be, bro. I think
it's bad enough that it's bad enough that Tank want to leave.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be some other, like, I mean, I know we looking at the outside of it, man, but I wonder, like, how, because I'm reading body language. I'm seeing what's going on. Like, this shit must be really bad, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, all you gotta do is look at yesterday. Floyd Mayweather wasn't even at the press
Wasn't
conference.
there? Yeah.
He wasn't even at the press conference. That's both his fighters. Even though this Tank last fight, possibly, I mean, it could have possibly not be his last fight with Floyd Mayweather. He could have patched it up and he could have got him back for another contract. But the way shit looking now, he ain't Floyd. I mean, Tank ain't coming back. Tank like, man, fuck this, I'm gone.
Yeah, I know Floyd don't own that junk. Heyman run boxing right now. Floyd missed the days where people thought Heyman was only successful because of him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it got a lot to do with that Tank. I think Tank gonna stay with Heyman. Heyman is on fire right now.
I'm not saying Floyd own pay-per-view. I mean, own PBC. But you know, Floyd always say, if you're dealing with Al Heyman, you're dealing with me. If you're dealing with me, you're dealing with Al Heyman. So he's basically saying like they partnership. So in order for you to deal with Al Heyman, you have to deal with Floyd Mayweather. So if you looking at PBC as your company, even though we know that you don't own the company, but if you're looking at it as your company, you pretty much fucking your own company.
I don't know why he invested in Rolly anyway. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the connection with Rolly and Floyd? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he not invested in Rolly. He's not invested in Rolly. I have never seen Floyd at Rolly fights.
Right.
He's not invested in Rolly. It's just Rolly is under his promotional company. He's not investing like Tank. That's who he was invested in.
Right.
Anytime you see Tank, you saw Floyd. Yeah. He was invested in Tank, but he got other fighters like Jaleel Hatchett and Hitchens. He got those guys. He's not invested in those, and he needs to be invested in those because those are upcoming stars. Those guys. Well, I haven't seen Hatchett fight. I will be watching him this weekend, but Hitchens, we saw him fight. He got skills. He need to be invested in them. Those are the guys that you need to be pumping up. You can have more than one superstar under your promotional company. You don't have to just have one superstar. You can have more than one. Plenty of people got more than one superstar. Look at Bob Arum. He got Josh Taylor. He got Lomachenko. He got Teofimo. He got Tyson Fury. He got multiple superstars under his promotional company. He had Bud Crawford. He had multiple superstars under his promotional company. You don't have to have just one. You can look at Eddie Hearn. He had AJ. He had Devin Haney. He had Boo Boo. He had Canelo at one point. You can have multiple people under your daggone promotional company.
Well, I'm personally proud of the man, because the shit that we've been saying for years, he's actually doing. So that lets us know that Tank actually listens to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, he know he been getting fucked, man. He know he ain't been getting the fights. Now, I don't think Tank, was literally trying to run from nobody. I just think that Mayweather was doing him so wrong. Because if y'all remember, when Rolly got into that shit, Rolly thought that Floyd set him up. You know what I'm saying? Now, Tank think Floyd trying to, set him up with this Rolly fight for him to get fucked. So it must be some truth in there somewhere about this guy, Mayweather.
I don't think Floyd is invested enough to have Rolly have Rolly try to sabotage Tank. Now, he might want Tank to look bad and say, hey, if Tank go out here and lose the Rolly, then ain't nobody gonna be
just rumble and get it over with.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna want
a whole press
conference on the same day that can't get along, get a fair one going.
Man, but we can always see in the body language. Rolly looked scared up there. It looked like they made Rolly fight Tank. It looked like that was a force for Rolly. They forced Rolly to fight Tank because that man looked like he was scared as shit up there.
Hey, Dwayne, you know what's crazy is, you know how you talk about something and then the reality set in, you like, damn, I done talked this shit up. Because you could tell he doesn't have any kind of PR, preparation or nothing. Like, this dude looks like he just literally up there like, damn, I talked this shit up. Now I gotta fight now. You know what I'm saying?
And that's exactly what Tank said. Tank said, "You see what that shit happened? You talk all that shit on Instagram, and then when I step in your face, your ass up here scared."
Boy,
that's why I keep saying everybody keep saying I hope Tank is not overlooked. No, Tank is looking through this motherfucker.
Right.
Tank is going to try to kill his boy.
Tank want to hurt this man. He want to hurt this dude.
Tank is going to try to kill his boy.
I just hope he don't try to kill him to the point, man, where he lose focus. Because you ever been in a street fight where you and a motherfucker scrapping, and it be that 1 second you take your mind off some shit, and you get clipped.
No, I don't think it's that at all, because I can look at Tank and Tank like, no, this man don't even know what the fuck he's in for.
Right.
I don't think Tank he's at that point where, like, I'ma show this motherfucker he do not belong in the ring with me. He talking all this shit like he's a good boxer. I'ma show this motherfucker he do not belong in the ring with me.
Right.
Tank look like he want to go at Rolly's trainer. He like, man, fuck Rolly, I want to fight your ass. That's what Tank was looking like. He looked like he wanted to fight Rolly's trainer.
Tank was on some other shit yesterday, boy. Hey, man, did y'all see how Rolly was tucking his chin like Tank was gonna steal him?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like he was gonna steal him, and I'm glad Tank didn't hit him, man. I'm glad he didn't hit him, because I know he wanted to, man. I know he wanted to.
I thought he
was gonna steal him too.
Yeah, he wanted to home like that.
I didn't want Tank to hit him, so Rolly won't be prepared for what's about to come to his ass, because he's like, oh shit, Tank hit me. Okay, I know how his punches feel now. Nah, I want you to feel that shit for the first time when that shit counts.
Well, didn't they spar before, Dwayne? Didn't they spar in the gym?
No, they were supposed to spar. They were supposed to spar, but Rolly and them didn't show up, or some shit happened where they didn't get a chance to spar. They were supposed to. They were supposed to spar, but they never sparred. They never sparred each other.
Oh, this gonna be good.
That's what Rolly was saying last time in the last press conference they had before they canceled the fight. He was like, "Yeah, you were supposed to show up, and you didn't show up." Or Tank was like, "I was there. What the fuck you talking about? This, and that. Y'all didn't show up." So they were supposed to spar, but it never happened.
Hey, this fight done went from I ain't watching it till I'm really thinking about watching this shit now. Like, man, like I want to watch this shit just to see his ass get knocked the fuck out.
This dude really don't like Rolly.
That's the only reason why I think I might buy this fight, just to see Tank.
Absolutely.
Hit her.
Absolutely. Me too, dog. I was thinking about the same thing.
Did y'all hear Tank say, "Bet your purse"? And Rolly said, "Bet the purse."
No, see what happened was Rolly said it first. Rolly said, "Bet your purse." Tank was like, "Nigga, that's big boy status. Bet your fucking purse." And Rolly was like, "Bet." He's like, all right, you got your ass into some shit.
So I ain't the only one that heard that shit then.
Yeah, no, Rolly had said it first, and Tank was like, "Nigga, that's big boy status. Nigga, bet your motherfucking purse." I was like, why would Rolly say that out of his fucking mouth? You know this is the big payday that you've been waiting for.
You know what? I couldn't even understand what Rolly was saying. He was talking so soft spoken, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is he saying, man?
I heard him say a little something, but I thought Tank said bet your purse first.
No, Rolly had said it first. And Tank was like, "Nigga, that's big boy status."
Tank got a lot of frustration in him, man. You could tell, like,
it's just with Rolly. You see, he ain't do pit bull like that. He ain't do damn boy like that. He ain't do nobody else. It's just he don't
like this dude.
They got history.
Tank never. That's what I'm saying. Tank had respect for everybody that he ever fought. This is the one person he has no respect for. Because for one, I mean, it's not so much on Tank. Rolly was talking a bunch of shit, and Tank like, "Nigga, we fight under the same banner."
For a minute, Rolly been shooting at Tank for years. Like he been talking like he want to fight him, but he been doing that shit for years. Now they finally got to fight. This shit been pulling over.
Tank looking at Rolly like
about 6-7 years.
Tank looking at Rolly like, "Nigga, we under the same promotional banner, nigga. You know what the fuck I do. This ain't no motherfucking fake bullshit that I be doing in the ring, nigga. You know." So Tank like, "Oh, you want to talk like you big man out here."
They'd have been in the same gyms a bunch of times over the years. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rolly been talking that shit from the sideline for years. And now they finally,
Right.
now he finally got to
I'm
fight
gonna tell
this
you what
dude.
this shit gonna look 100 times worse than that Blair Cobb fight. That's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna look 100 times worse.
It's going to be a lot worse because Rolly can't move like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna look
Rolly ain't
100
got
times
no choice
worse.
but to fight back. He ain't got no choice but to fight back. And Tank is 10 times a better fighter.
But did you hear Leonard Allaby? I could tell Leonard Allaby wanted to say Tank is about to kill his boy, but he had to hold his shit back. It looked like, because he said one thing I'm gonna say about this fight, and he looked like he was about to say Tank is about to beat the shit out of him, but he had to hold that shit back. He had to remember that Rolly is under his promotional banner as well. And he was like, this is going to be a great fight. Somebody's going to get knocked out.
Somebody's
like,
got to go.
This is the easiest I ever had to pick.
What? I'm picking a knockout. And that's what Tank said. Tank said these motherfuckers think they're gonna rush me and get me out of there the first couple of rounds. He said, well, they don't realize it. I'm taking his ass in the deep water, and I'm gonna clean his motherfucking clock. I'm gonna take his ass in the deep water and show him, nigga, what this motherfucker life is like. Rolly ain't been in no deep waters like this. He ain't been. We seen Rolly in with less competition than Tank and get his ass whooped, and he still end up winning the fight.
Yeah, this boy finna get destroyed, man. Like, it ain't the level of focus. Like, some people feel like Tank unfocused. I feel like this the most focused I done seen Tank in a minute. Like, the most focused. Tank ain't never talked this much. He ain't never talked as much as he talked when rolling in front of him. If y'all ain't noticed, he been talking his ass off ever since the first rolling press conference. He ain't stopped talking since. Even in the truck and shit, he been talking since then. Raleigh brought that shit up out. He finna beat the hell out of this man. I've been picking like his energy.
I think when people say they hope Tank is not looking past Rolly, I think Tank want this fight more than Rolly wanted now.
Mm-hmm.
Rolly wanted the fight at first, but I think now Tank wanted it more than Rolly wants it because he wants to beat this boy ass.
How much is Rolly's purse, man?
He finna pound
y'all know?
Probably like 700,000, maybe 500,000, something like that.
Hey,
he ain't getting no millions for this. He's probably getting like 700,000, probably.
Hey, I mean, for the type of fighter he is, that's good money.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, that's good money for him. Yeah, he ain't never made 700,000 in his career.
That's good money.
That's
good money in general. That's good money. Like, Regis' program has payday was $800K before he got with Pro Bellum.
Right. Yeah. So this is definitely good money, especially for Rolly. Now for a person like Tank, that would be
$800K from Triller. He didn't even get that from organization. He got that from Triller.
So like this would be a pay cut for Tank, but this is good money for Rolly.
Mac. Yeah, bro. That man really did a press conference. I'm just now seeing the press conference, bro. Floyd really had a press conference.
I didn't even know he had a press conference yesterday. I was looking at everybody else.
The man had.
So what's going on? Is he fighting on the same day Tank fighting? Is that what's going on?
Fighting a week before, but he had his press conference on the same. They said Floyd.
He had I was gonna say he had the press conference the same day Tank had his press conference. He's fighting on the same day as Jamel and Brian Castano.
Floyd announced his exhibition. Floyd announced his exhibition at a press yesterday, and it's not even an exhibition.
That motherfucker is petty as hell, man. That dude crazy,
the same
man.
Day as Jamel Charlo and Brian Castano for undisputed. You're gonna fight the same day that they having an undisputed fight.
Well, good luck. I mean, I ain't watching it, but
I'm not buying the Floyd Mayweather fight. I haven't bought none of Floyd Mayweather fights since the motherfucking the daggone Conor fight. When he fought Conor, I was like, okay, I'm done seeing Floyd. I mean, it's over with. He's done.
Honestly, Dwayne, it goes back further than me. I stopped watching Floyd, man, after Cotto. I mean, I ain't even gonna front. Like that was the last Floyd fight out wide. I ain't even watch Pacquiao.
I watched all his fights up until he fought Conor. Once he fought Conor, that was the last fight I saw from Floyd. I didn't want to see nothing else. I mean, like, you done.
I'm not watching Floyd fight this time because I'm not supporting this bullshit over Jermell Charlo's fight for Undisputed.
Right, exactly.
I'm not buying it for the shit on those guys. I'm not buying it. I'm a support those guys, even though Jermell and them be on some different shit. Sometimes I'm still going to support those guys. They boxing and they fought their way to this opportunity. I'm gonna support those guys. I'm supporting Brian Castano and Jermell Charlo. They fought their way to that opportunity. Floyd had his time. He's retired. I'm not going to buy no pay-per-view to see you fight some fucking sparring partner and you want to use it as a real fucking fight. No, you want a real fight. Get your ass back in the motherfucking ring with the real fighters, nigga.
Right.
I'm not buying that shit for that.
Right. That's true. That's true, bro. You absolutely right, man. I'm not doing that shit. I don't know, man.
I really don't feel like this is the only one. I don't think this is a one and done. I think he gonna have another fight this year. Watch.
Well,
fight this
year. He definitely gonna do it, especially if he do some big pay-per-view numbers. Now he might not do it again if niggas like, man, fuck that. I'm not buying that damn fight. I'm gonna go buy the Jermell Charlo fight. If niggas go out and pay for the Jermell Charlo fight over Floyd, he's not gonna do it again. Only reason why he's still doing it because niggas still buying his fights. If nobody buy his fights, he's not doing it again.
And that's the messed up part about it, man. Like, we as a people, man, we so stupid. Like, we support people that don't even fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? If you gonna do that shit, then do that to, like you just said, Dwayne Charlo versus Castano, because we see the bigger picture. We see who's, the bigger picture. Once one of them dudes get undisputed, then that's going to, you know what I'm saying, clear the next guy to move up in division or to see what their moves are. Yeah, the Charlos do be on some fuck shit. I ain't even going to lie. I personally don't fuck with them, but we see the bigger picture.
Harvard expels student over fuel-saving car gadgets.
Floyd, he just one of them dudes like that just be hating, man. He's always been like that.
He want all the attention. Somebody said, I don't want to say it like they said it, but they was like he crave attention. I think it was.
He does.
Might have been.
He does.
He said he on some like attention horse shit. You know what
he is.
Craving the attention, like he can't let it go. Floyd, we ain't gonna forget about you, bro. We know you great. We remember you. We seen you. We sat on these couches and we watched you. We egged you on. Now it's your time to pass that torch. You got a guy like Tank Davis, and you did good by taking far, put money in his pocket. He a rich individual. He's a rich young man. So you did good on that aspect. But I don't think you maximize what y'all could have done together. And especially with the way it's ending, something went wrong somewhere. You know what I mean?
Do y'all, Dwayne, do y'all think that that shit that Broner was saying back in the day about him, like, is actually true now? Like, I mean, because we all thought Broner, at least I did.
I always believed Adrian Broner.
You did, for real?
Yeah, I always believe it. I always believe it.
Even like to a certain extent, even to a certain extent, like what 50 Cent was saying about the dude. Like, I mean, now
Adrian Broner ain't no dummy, bro. He say dumb shit. He not no dummy though. Like, bro, if you really listen, dude know what the fuck he be saying. He know what the fuck he be talking about. Y'all remember the announcer tried to diminish his accomplishments? He was like, hold on, time out. He's I don't never want to hear you say that again because every boxer got their accomplishments, their set of accomplishments. For you to demean a boxer and his accomplishments, that ain't right because you never, you know what I mean? He got real soon. He was like, he ain't even say me. He said, don't do that to no boxer because everybody got their set of accomplishments. You know what I mean? Yeah. Type shit. I was like, damn. But yeah, I always believe Adrian Broner on that floor shit. He literally said anybody who don't, basically anybody who ain't a yes man, Floyd gonna have y'all go bump heads.
Issues with every time. And the funny thing is, no matter how much people say AB wanted to be like Floyd, he still wasn't no yes man. And it was just a matter of time before they butted heads.
Hey, props to him, man. Props to him, dog. I mean, real shit. Like,
Mhm.
And really to be real with you, maybe and this is what I'm saying, maybe AB did need a Floyd because maybe Floyd would have kept him out of some of them fights earlier.
That's what, yeah, 100%
was
right.
running to the smoke. Maybe Floyd would have kept him.
You 100% right.
Situation.
100%. And I think when he needed that big brother, you really wasn't there. Like you wasn't there like that.
Floyd wanted to own him. Floyd wanted to own him, and AB wanted a big brother.
Give him saying.
Yeah, but I always believe Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner about to fight. He about to fight.
Omar
Figueroa. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, though, I believe everything Adrian Broner say because I ain't never known him to be a liar. He say everything he feel.
One thing they say amongst the boxing circles is AB a real dude. Yeah. That's something I've heard for years.
I remember Tank Davis and Jermell Charlo was arguing with each other. And Adrian Broner was standing right there. He was smiling. Yeah. He was standing right there smiling.
Yeah, man, but he too real though, man. Like I was saying yesterday, ain't nothing wrong with being real, dog, but you got to know, like, you know what I'm saying, when to tone that shit off, man. All that outside shit on the streets, you can't be dealing with that type of stuff, man, because, I mean, and I've never been in that position, and I'm just looking at it as a guy that's, I'm not living that life, but when you a high-profile boxer.
The thing is, though, like, if this is boxing, right, this is like, you ain't get, that's what we like, bro, like, for real, like, just think, what do we like most about the old time in boxing? Them folks used to be at each other's ass. I remember niggas jumping off cars and shit. I remember Muhammad Ali. I remember clips of Muhammad Ali running up on niggas at lunch and shit, nigga. I remember niggas shooting a fake gun at Muhammad Ali to get him to quit talking to him, bro. You know what I mean?
T, I ain't talking about that, though, T.
I'm saying
I'm talking about the hood shit.
Nah, bro, Ali was pushing the limits, bro. You know what I mean? Some of them dudes weren't playing with Ali, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It been happening though. You know what I mean? I kind of it go with it. It kind of, I don't know.
You remember when Mike Tyson stole the shit out of Green in the motherfucker at the motherfucking restaurant? Fucked his eye up.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like they kind of always been that little edge. That's kind of what make boxing a little.
Yeah, but T, I'm talking about the fights in the bowling alleys. Getting arrested, leading the police on a high-speed chase, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah. That shit right there, you got to understand. I got a motherfucking career. I'm about to fuck up my motherfucking.
You with that level.
Right. That's what I'm saying, Dwayne. Like, I don't mind the, like, Mitch Green and Mike Tyson shit. I mean, motherfucker, you Mike Tyson, you in the club, you beefing. Okay, Muhammad Ali shit, I'm running up on you. Yeah, that's gonna sell the fight, man. But when you doing shit to like, the regular average Joe, you at a bowling alley and I know motherfuckers gonna step to you over some bullshit. They gonna say little fuck shit. Oh, fuck you, you ain't all that, and then I'm like, all right, bro, whatever. Mike Tyson just had an incident where somebody tried to run up on him. You know what I'm saying? He recently, about a week ago. Yeah. And he hugged dude and they got cool, man. And dude, he talked dude down like, whenever you've ever seen Mike Tyson do some shit like that, the old Tyson would have been like, man, fuck you. I'm going to knock your ass out.
Yeah. But see, another thing that Adrian Broner got to remember, too, nigga, you're a professional boxer. So once you hit these regular motherfuckers on the street, nigga, you getting sued. If you're not getting sued, you're getting locked up because you're a professional boxer. You're going to jail. It ain't
exactly.
I'm not gonna press charges. No, nigga, you're a professional boxer. Nigga, I know you make millions. Man, I'm suing this shit out your ass. And
that's what I'm saying.
A lot of these motherfuckers do that shit on purpose because they know that these niggas are professional boxers and they getting paid. Yeah. They're like, fuck it, I'm gonna provoke the shit out of this motherfucker. I'm about to get paid. What? This nigga Adrian Broner gonna the shit out of me or what? I'm gonna get paid off this nigga.
So that's what I'm saying right there, T, when I say too real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a fine line, walk away though. Like as of late, he was with his chick and somebody said something to him. He said, "What?" And then he said, "Fuck it." You know what I'm saying? He said, "What?" Yeah. And then he just so I see. I know what y'all saying. I say lately, he been on that valet probation shit, whatever the fuck he been doing there. He went to a basketball game the last time he went to jail. You know what I mean? He couldn't be at it was some shit like that. He went to a basketball game.
I think he went out of state or some shit.
Or some shit like that, yeah. So he won, it's stupid. That was stupid. But it wasn't like he was beating a random dude ass this time, you know what I mean? But it was good, Bruce Goes. But yeah. I know what y'all saying. He can't be on that like you said. He too street. He too street sometimes. He don't need it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, bro.
Get about that mentality.
Yeah, but when like I said, when we was talking about Floyd, man, Floyd has those bitch mentality. Like he want everybody talking about him. He don't want nobody talking about nobody and acting like they better than him. He has those females mentality. Like you got to be the talk of everybody's conversation. No, nigga, it's not all about you, nigga. You had your time. It's over with, nigga. Grow the fuck up. It's over with, nigga. You grown. You old. You done.
I don't even.
We got enough fights, enough videos to see Floyd Mayweather if we want to see Floyd Mayweather. You on YouTube, nigga. Type in Floyd Mayweather versus whoever the fuck you want to see him fight, and it'll pop up.
You can't win.
And you know what's crazy, man, is he gonna fuck around and get in there with somebody, man, that and I just feel bad. The first time he go down, man, that's what people gonna remember is, Floyd Mayweather got knocked down versus all the shit that he done in his previous career. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, if you really been trying to protect your legacy and your go sit your ass down and go do something else, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want to fuck with Gucci? Go fuck with Gucci.
That's a motherfucker that can't leave well enough alone. He can't leave well enough alone.
Yeah.
You was great at the time that you reigned. When you was fighting, you was one of the greats. We understand that. We know that. We acknowledge you for that. The shit that we don't fuck with you about is the shit you did outside the ring. But when it came to you in that motherfucking square circle, nigga, you was the best in the motherfucking ring. Everybody already acknowledged that. What fuck more do you want, nigga?
He want the whole world bowing down to him. That's what he want.
You ain't gonna never get that. So you gonna be out this motherfucker fighting till you 75, 80 years old. You ain't gonna never get that.
Just might be.
I hope somebody lay him the fuck out so he can say, okay, you know what? I'm done with this shit. I'm too old for this shit.
Right. Because you can only cheat death for so long, bro.
He remind me of a motherfucker that's a petty thief, and he just keeps stealing because he didn't get caught. He keeps stealing, then he finally get caught. He like, oh shit, I should have stopped. Nah, nigga, it's too late now. Just like that's what Floyd is. He the motherfucker keep fighting me. Ain't nobody beat me. Ain't nobody knock me out. He just keep fighting. And all of a sudden he gonna get in there with the wrong motherfucker, and they gonna knock his ass the fuck out. He was like, damn, I should have went ahead and stopped. I was undefeated, 50-0. I should have just sat my ass down and been a promoter. Now then it's gonna be too late.
Yeah. You can't tell a motherfucker that's a billionaire what to do, man. That's the crazy part. He can't humble himself no more.
You don't see Manny Pacquiao trying to do no exhibition fights. Manny Pacquiao got his ass beat by motherfucker Ugas. He said, man, I'm going to be president. Fuck this shit.
I'm done.
And I heard he not doing too hot.
You haven't heard shit from Manny Pacquiao since that Ugas fight. You haven't seen Manny Pacquiao. You haven't heard shit. That motherfucker's over in motherfucker Philippines and chilling. He like, I got enough money. I'm a legend in the sport of boxing. Now I'm going to go and represent my country and be a president. You haven't heard shit from Manny Pacquiao.
Absolutely. That motherfucker chilling, boy. Straight chilling.
Man, Pacquiao gonna come back, bro. He gonna come back. I'm telling y'all, because he ain't gonna win.
Only way I see Manny Pacquiao coming back is if he get a fight with Floyd.
He coming back because he ain't gonna win. He ain't gonna win the presidency.
I'm telling you. I don't. He might win the presidency. Them motherfuckers fuck with Manny over there. They fuck with Manny.
Yeah, they love Manny. They love Manny heavy over there.
He ain't gonna
win. Yeah, he might win that shit. They fuck with him heavy. But the only way I see Manny Pacquiao coming back is if Floyd want to fight him again. That's the only way I see him come back. And actually, after that fight with Ugas, Manny might be like, man, fuck that shit. I got beat by fucking Ugas. Floyd is way better than Ugas. Even at his age he is now, he's way better than Ugas. Manny might be like, man, fuck that. I'm not getting in that motherfucking ring again. I was sitting there eating through a motherfucking straw and shit off of fucking Ugas, and he ain't got no power.
And that's the bad part, too. And Ugas wasn't even, he had a fucked up arm, too, and still beat the shit out of that dude. Yeah. But, you know, sometimes, man, motherfuckers just can't let shit go, man. But, back to what we was talking about, I'm not fucking with that shit. Y'all, the motherfuckers, I can't tell the motherfuckers what to do. That's your life. I'm not supporting that shit. I've been stopped doing that shit, bro.
It's bad. You know it's bad for nigga like me be like, I ain't supporting it, and you a brother. You know that's bad. You know it's bad.
I can't rock with that shit.
I was a Floyd fan. I was a heavy Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather fan. And for me to say I'm not paying for Floyd Mayweather fight, that tells me that he is done. There's no need to be fighting. If you're not fighting for real,
no hating shit.
Right. If you're not fighting for real, I'm not. What the fuck? I didn't pay for the Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight. I didn't pay for that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. They tricked me. I paid for that.
I ain't pay for that shit either, Dwayne.
I didn't pay for that shit. I watched that shit on fucking YouTube when they show the highlights. I didn't pay for that shit.
Yeah, I paid.
Them motherfuckers in their 50s. Why would I want to see Mike Tyson at 50-something years old fight Roy Jones at 50-something years old?
Right.
Come on, man. That's like watching two grandfathers out here fighting.
You gonna knock Roy Jones' ass
out? That's literally watching two grandfathers out here fighting. I don't want to see that shit.
And the fucked up part about it is, man, Roy said that, you know, they had there was certain stipulations that couldn't happen in that fight.
Yep.
So that's what we doing now. You know, certain stipulations. He can't knock me out. He can't, you know. I'm like, damn, dog. Why we watching you there? Shit.
And from the highlights that I seen on the YouTube, when I went on YouTube and watched it on YouTube, from that shit that I seen, that shit wasn't impressive to me. That's not the same Roy Jones that I'm used to seeing. I'm used to the Roy Jones that's bouncing around the ring and making your ass miss, throwing 5-6 punches, making you miss, standing right there in front of you. I'm not used to seeing Roy Jones fight like that.
Did it look like love? Did it look like love taps to you, Dwayne?
Mike pulled up on him. He ain't hurt him. He ain't one. He could.
Yeah, Mike. For a couple of those shots, Mike, you could see Mike didn't go all out, because the Mike Tyson that I know, he would have been trying to go through Roy Jones' spinal cord. Right. He would have been trying to go through his spinal cord. He wasn't hitting Roy. He was hitting Roy Jones hard, but he wasn't hitting him with full force. And I mean, that could be one or two things. That could be they couldn't hit like that.
Mike wasn't really hitting him in the head either, if you pay attention.
Right, and that could, like I said, that could have been one or two things. That could have been the fact that they wasn't allowed to hit
hooks, I should say.
I mean, I'm talking about the punches that did land. I was saying it didn't look like they was as hard as Mike Tyson usually throw his punches. But like I said, that could have been one or two. That could have been one or two things. It could have been the fact that they wasn't allowed to hit full force like that, or it could have just been the fact that Mike Tyson is old and he don't have what he used to have.
Now he pulled up. He pulled up on him.
No, I seen a couple of them. It looked like he pulled up. But
he let Roy live. I ain't mad at it because I ain't want to see Roy get knocked out. He let Roy live.
It wasn't exciting to me. It wasn't.
And plus, man, you know, they respect each other too. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I really think it's because Mike respect Roy, because he could have killed that man. To be real with you, he could have. I really believe it. I really believe he could have.
Absolutely.
At that point,
Roy Jones said it after the fight. Roy Jones said it after the fight. He like, he said, they might said it was a tie, but he said my motherfucking body hurt. He fucked me up.
Yeah. He did.
He said them joints was not no fucking love taps. My motherfucking body hurt like shit.
Yeah.
That nigga Roy Jones,
he was hitting him in the body.
He was walking like his body hurt.
He was hitting him in the body for real, but he wasn't hitting him in the head for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when he was walking down that motherfucking ramp, he looked like his body hurt. That nigga looked like he just got finished pulling like 4 leg muscles and motherfucker had a motherfucker back spasms and all kinds of shit. That nigga looked like he was hurt.
He was walking with a wobble and some more shit.
That nigga was walking ginger as shit.
Yeah, man.
That nigga, he had one of those. He had one of those walk like, if I step too far, I'ma shit on myself. I gotta make sure I take these little small steps so I don't shit on myself, because this nigga done fucked up all my motherfucking bowels.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Y'all hit that light bulb for me when y'all roll on in this jump. Jab that.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, this nigga Floyd need to hang it up, man. Fucking
yeah, for real. We ain't trying to keep seeing you fight these people we don't know. But I really think this ain't his last. Yo, I think this is the first. I think he getting in another fight this year. I think he really finna try to. When I say make a comeback, I don't think he making a comeback against the top guys, but he finna be an active boxer. I think for real.
I'm saying this right now on T live stream right now. This will be the most that I will talk about Floyd Mayweather's fight that's coming up, unless he gets his ass knocked the fuck out. I would, after that fight, if Floyd Mayweather win the fight or whatever, I won't be doing no motherfucking post-fight interview. Post-fight shit about his motherfucking fight, because I'm not watching it. So only thing I would talk about, I would have to go back and look at the highlights and see Floyd Mayweather get knocked the fuck out. Then I will talk about that. But other than that, I won't be talking about his shit. I'll be talking about Brian Castano and Jamel Charlo, because that's what I will be watching.
That man really put a pay-per-view on the same day as that man pay-per-view, bro. So you gotta let he trying to compete with these boxers without fighting them. He trying to on some shit like I'm still the biggest star. Like I could take whoever shine out. You know what I mean? Like I want to take like you.
You know what else? Another reason why I think he's doing that is because he's trying to figure out how the fuck is Canelo getting all this motherfucking praise and I beat the shit out of Canelo. He like Canelo getting all these high dollar fights and getting all these pay-per-views numbers, and I beat the shit out of Canelo. Canelo's not that good, and that's what he keeps saying. He's like, man, I beat that nigga Canelo easy. He's not that fucking good. And I think that's another reason why he's still doing this shit, because everybody keeps giving Canelo all this praise, and he beat the shit out of Canelo, and he like, why the fuck is he getting so much praise and I beat the shit out of him?
Because that's his fault.
The reason why he's getting so much praise and you beat the shit out of him is because he's still in the sport of boxing. You're not.
And that's his fault too, Dwayne, if you think about it. That's Floyd Mayweather's fault, because, I know he fought Canelo, but after he fought Canelo, if you really wanted to pass the torch, you had these up-and-coming boxers that was right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he told Keith Thurman that shit, like, you fight one of my dudes, I'll fight you. You know what I'm saying? He could have easily said, fuck it, I'll fight, Terrence Crawford or Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? He could, and then that's how you build your legacy.
Was good, pimp. He said because Floyd listening to mainstream white media instead of being tapped in with his people.
That's exactly what it is.
For real.
That's exactly what it is.
If he was listening to us, he'll know that he'd go.
He don't fuck with us.
Right.
If he was listening to us, Tank Davis would have all these big ass fights.
Already.
Yep.
All lives matter. Y'all remember that.
He would have already fought Lomachenko. He would have already fought Devin Haney. He would have already fought Gary Russell. He would have already fought Teofimo Lopez. He would have already fought all those guys. He would have already fought them. Those fights would have been done.
I can't even pretend to know what's going on in that dude's head, man. I just know me. You know what I'm saying? And from what I see, man, he just, hey, man, all props to Tank for real. Like, that's real shit. All props to Tank.
Floyd is one of those guys that y'all see every motherfucking day. He's a jealous motherfucker, and he hates motherfuckers that's shining. If Floyd see you shining more than him, he got to do something. He gotta put his name out there. He got to be in the spotlight. He hates seeing motherfuckers shine when he's not shining. He's behind the scenes now, so he got to do something to put himself in the forefront. He got to do something.
Yeah.
He hates seeing
he got that.
shining.
he got that like Suge Knight, syndrome.
Suge Knight and P Diddy and all them motherfuckers.
Right, all them motherfuckers
nigga,
and shit.
You supposed to be a motherfucking record producer, nigga. Fuck you out on these motherfucking songs every motherfucking time.
Right.
Put your ass in the background.
Motherfuckers don't know how to play their position, man. Yep, you're right. That's exactly what it is.
Floyd got if Floyd is, he said plus Floyd with no real fans don't think highly of Canelo. Right.
That's 100% fact.
Floyd gotta change his mind. Floyd's still in that boxer mindset, which is why he's still moving like that, which is why he's still trying to compete with an undisputed fight, which is why he's still trying to compete with a guy under his banner that he made a superstar. You know what I mean? Because he's still thinking like he's a boxer. He need to be thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna be the GOAT promoter. I didn't been up under Al. I didn't been with Al. We didn't came up together in this boxing shit. So I didn't learn enough from Al. She let me, give like just for example, like Jay Prince. Jay Prince, not signed the top rank, but he feed top ranked fighters. You know what I mean? Let me.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Floyd, let me be the best. Go ahead.
Jay Prince is the perfect example of a manager or a promoter. Facts. You don't, unless somebody told you, niggas would not know that Jay Prince was motherfucking Shakur Stevenson manager.
Right, in boxing. You wouldn't know he was in boxing unless somebody told you.
Yeah, the only thing everybody knows from Jay Prince is motherfucking rapping. They know about Rap-A-Lot Records. They know about the Down South music. That's what they know about Jay Prince. They don't know nothing about boxing for Jay Prince. He's known for music. He's not known for boxing.
Do y'all know, man, he got in his contract if he ever come back, like the boxing, he could fight immediately for a title?
Who, Floyd?
Yeah, that's what BF said. BF said about a couple weeks ago, like, he had this in his contract for life. So here's my thing. George Foreman won the heavyweight title at what, 44 years old? Some shit like that?
45.
45, my bad. Good things.
Yeah, I think he was like 45 or 50. I think he was like 45 or 50.
He was.
They probably would have getting himself ready for this, some shit like that.
So that's what I'm saying. So why not do some shit like that? Why not come back and just say fuck it? If he could do it, I could do it. Because George Foreman proved that it can be done.
Really? You think he's gonna come back and get in the motherfucking ring with motherfucking Earl Spence? No. Earl Spence already beat the shit out of his ass in sparring.
No. He gonna wait till the belts go vacant, grab one, and then get out.
No, I'm not saying that, Dwayne, but that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as like, if Foreman, and to me, what Foreman did was impressive at 44, 45 years old. You know what I'm saying? So why not do some shit like that?
Yeah, he might get in the ring with motherfucking Bud Crawford, but he ain't getting in the ring with no fucking Earl Spence. He ain't doing that.
And I still think Crawford would beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, Crawford beat the hell out of Floyd right now.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Dwayne, I ain't gonna do him like that. Dwayne, I ain't gonna do him like that.
I'm telling you,
you don't think so either, Chris?
Bud Crawford cannot beat Floyd Mayweather.
Right now, today.
Right now, today.
Right now, today, Bud Crawford cannot beat Floyd Mayweather. You got to remember, Bud Crawford sits there and try to get fucking data. What data are you going to get on Floyd?
Dwayne, look, I fuck with you heavy, man, but hey, man.
I tell you like this. I'm gonna put it like this: if Bud Crawford and Floyd Mayweather was to fight next month, I will put my motherfucking paycheck up against your paycheck.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
I don't know if that much to bet against Floyd.
My motherfucking paycheck is $3,500 every 2 weeks. I'll put my paycheck up against your paycheck.
I don't know if I fuck with Bud enough to put up to bet against him against Floyd, but I take Earl Spence though.
I'm betting on Earl Spence. I'm not betting on Floyd against Earl Spence.
See, that ain't my fight. I'm trying to get me to bet on nobody else fighter than Earl. My fight. I'm trying to get me to bet nobody else fighter.
No, but I'm saying Bud cannot beat Floyd. Bud cannot beat Floyd.
I'm not betting on Bud to beat Floyd. Hold on, I lied. I bet Vegas.
What have y'all seen from Bud that makes you think he can beat somebody like Floyd? Bud has not even been in the ring with nobody close to Floyd.
Bruce said
He said it.
Foreman had
Knockout.
almost over 20 comeback fights before he fought for the title.
Like I said,
Yeah,
it's
he
not in
did.
his contract.
before
He's
he
the
fought
WBC
Michael
emeritus
Moore.
champion. That means he can come back and challenge for their title anytime you want to in the WBC.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Listen, check this
Bud
out,
has not
right?
even been with nobody even close to Floyd.
Floyd old as hell
Bud
right
has,
now.
Wait, hold up, Dwayne.
Bud is not beating no Floyd.
Floyd old as hell right now.
Listen, check this out. Check this out. Listen, y'all. This is what I want y'all to understand. DP, I guess you wasn't in attendance last night when we did the ratings for Bud Crawford.
Yeah, I was there, brother. I was there.
Hey, let me tell you something. Bud Crawford got too many goddamn holes to be fucking with some goddamn Floyd Mayweather. Too many. Them holes that he has, Floyd have a field day with him, yo. A field day. Flat-footed. He's not defensive. You know what I mean? And let me say this. People say he's patient. No, he's not patient. It's a difference between patience and being a fucking slow starter. You just a slow starter. You're not patient. And that's what a lot of people were saying about him yesterday, that he's more patient. No, he's a slow starter because he don't collect data. He do one thing. And he's too much of a like I say, he's more of a fighter than a boxer. You see what I'm saying? When you pay attention to his style, he fights more so than anything. Motherfucker like that ain't winning against no goddamn Floyd Mayweather, man. Now, I mean, he can't even beat some of these dudes. We didn't even see him fight yet. So it's still a lot of fucking questions he has to answer. You talking about he might beat motherfucking Floyd.
Knockout. I don't care if Floyd is damn near 50.
Floyd is
Bud
old.
ain't
My
beating him.
opinion.
I don't give a fuck. Bud ain't beating him. Until Bud get in there with somebody with some real boxing skills and he show me something, I don't have that much faith in Bud. He don't even have that much faith in himself.
Well, until Floyd get in there with a real fighter, then I ain't got no faith in Floyd.
Well,
At least Bud's still active.
Wait. Floyd been in there with real fighters before. Yeah, man, Bud hasn't really been in there with too many.
I'm talking about Floyd now, Yoda. I'm talking about Floyd now.
Not prime Floyd.
Well,
not prime Floyd. Yeah, I'm talking about Floyd now.
Fighting nobody, so why we even comparing him to?
No, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Why even this Floyd? He ain't boxing right now.
That nigga fight Don more than a real fight, Crush. Damn,
I want some real matches. Floyd just need to sit his old ass down. If he felt like he still wanted to get off, never retired. You understand what I'm saying? If he still wanted all his goddamn attention, he shouldn't have never goddamn retired. That's point blank. I'm getting to the bottom of this shit before anything. He should have never retired.
Ghost, I'm talking about now, Ghost. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm talking about now, though, man.
I ain't talking about no prime Floyd. We ain't talking about no prime Floyd.
Well, see, that's even bad. So why we would even be wanting Terrence Crawford to fight somebody that's not prime? Hasn't he done enough of that? Don't he got enough of that shit on his resume? So we gonna put another one on his resume? Are we serious right now, this morning, gentlemen? Are we serious right now? I'm woke now. I woke up from my motherfucking sleep.
You woke up now. Oh shit, Crush is woke. That's my dude, what?
What are we talking
that true,
about?
Crush.
I mean, I get it. We so used to this. We didn't got immune to what Bud has in his resume. So, you know, I'm guilty.
What's good, Ghost? West Coast boxing.
Thinking the same thing, but just like I said last night, because I wanted to break down the difference between him always getting praised that he's a knockout artist. He's a TKO menace. He's a TKO menace. And he's not fighting dudes in a motherfucking minutes too. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's a shame that, you know, so God so highly skilled, man. The resume don't add up to the fucking skills, man. It's sad. You know, and then with his fighting ratings last never. I'm saying like half of this shit wasn't, and some of this shit was high rated, and some of
What
this
you were
shit
saying,
wasn't.
Chris? Hold on.
And that's because we
Crush.
sat down and broke him down yesterday. You know what I mean? So yeah, he had the most even rating out of the boxes so far because half his shit was good and half his shit wasn't. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna
Uh,
happen, man. Like
What was
whatever
Bud rating?
happened. Oh,
no,
overall, he got an
y'all,
overall 8 yesterday. He got an overall 8 yesterday,
he
and
got an
when we was
overall
breaking,
8.
he got an overall 8. Listen to me real quick. But remember when we was breaking him down when you was there, he got some
Mm-hmm.
good scores on half of his shit, and then he got some low score on the other half. But I'm saying since we've been rating these fighters, I've never seen nobody shit split in half like that. That's supposed to be so fucking good. And people took it personal with it. Y'all, this is what people got to stop thinking. If you think that person's a 10, that's on you, bro. You can't change nobody else's perspective because you don't agree with it. Nigga, he ain't no 10. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, on his resume is a zero. It's a ground fucking zero.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ground zero. All these fights in 3 different weight classes. He ain't even got a fucking handful. He ain't even got
Right.
full fucking deck.
And see
Let's be
that's what I'm
real. He ain't
saying.
got a full deck.
These people got more faith in Bud than Bud got in his own self. He's not fighting these guys. Y'all tell me when y'all seen Bud in there with a boxer. He hasn't been in there with a boxer. He hasn't been in there with a puncher. Bud get in there with guys he know he's gonna beat. He's not in there with nobody. This fight, if he makes this fight with Earl Spence, this will be the first fight that Bud been in that niggas will be like, I don't know who gonna win this fight.
I listen, I always said it because I always thought those two dudes would beat each other, but I always favored Arrow over this dude. And it's starting to come into fucking light, man, because when you break this shit down in Port Air, man, I'm telling y'all, whenever this guy take him home, take it. I can see it. You don't want to rumble everybody. You want to take it bad, yo.
Yeah, y'all giving the man too much credit. This fight with Earl Spence, if he make this fight, will be the first fight that you can honestly say this is a 50-50 fight. I don't know who's going to win this. I know I have a feeling who's going to win it, but for the mass majority, it will be a 50-50 fight. He hasn't been in there with nobody that's been a boxer. He hasn't been in there with nobody that was a puncher. He hasn't been in there with nobody that's going to test his ability. Nobody that he's been in there with was able to test his ability because they wasn't on the same level as a fighter as Bud Crawford. Earl Spence will be the first person that will be on the same level as Bud Crawford. Me personally, I think Earl is above Bud, but I mean, it remains to be seen.
Bud didn't fight the guys to properly prepare him for Earl Spence, and Earl Spence fought the guys that prepare him for a Bud Crawford. He did
Like I
himself,
said,
and I fuck with Bud, but he did himself a misjustice by not fighting the people that he should have fought to get him prepared to beat the 147 pound champion of the world at this point in his career. That's why I be saying
like
I feel like it's his destiny to lose to Earl because I don't think that he prepared himself enough in the beginning. Now he got to go off, his just straight athletic ability, power. You know what I mean? But I think he, like Dwayne said, we got more confidence in him than he himself. Some as far as Earl, I think because everybody else, well, he go right in there and he take care of the business type shit. But it's like
that's why y'all
to
saying
this point,
I
up to
sound like
this
I'm
point.
crazy when I say Bud can't beat Floyd. I don't see it.
Nah, right
If
now,
if we
he'll beat him, bro. He'll beat him right now.
No, I don't see it. If we look at the two fighters, even right now at this time, we look at the two fighters who look like they lost more of their prime self, Floyd or Bud.
Who look what? Say it again.
Who, who look like they lost more of their prime self, Floyd or Bud, at this time right now?
Man, Floyd ain't fought nobody. Floyd fought Logan Paul.
I don't care who he fought. He still looked like the Floyd that was boxing when he was fighting. Logan Paul wasn't able to hit him with no clean shot. Floyd was still slipping jabs and catching Logan Paul. Bud, he don't look like the old prime Bud that everybody said had that great boxing ability, that was a switch hitter. We don't see that Bud no more.
Floyd didn't move that much against Logan Paul. He stood there most of the time. He flat-footed now.
Floyd was flat-footed when he fought Canelo. He sat right there in the pocket,
yeah,
and made Canelo miss. Floyd been sitting in front of people for a while now, and still was able to make you miss.
Right.
Floyd ain't been.
We talking about him versus Bud Crawford right now. I think he gonna
Yeah,
get hurt.
No. Floyd would slip those punches because Bud Crawford can't fight on the inside. Floyd can.
He can't
Floyd know that Bud Crawford. Come on, now we talking about Floyd now. Floyd is the one that knows what you do best and take it from you.
How old Floyd now? 47?
Dog. We talking about Floyd Mayweather, the
48?
person that knows what you do best and take it away from you. He know Bud Crawford fights from the outside. He don't fight on the inside. So Floyd is going to get on the inside and fight him in a phone booth. He know Bud can't fight right there.
Yeah, Bud got the fresher, younger legs right now, bro. Bud ain't gonna have to stay on the inside with Floyd. Floyd ain't gonna be able to track him down like he could back in the day. You think about Floyd being able to track him down like that. He ain't gonna be able to track him down like that. He barely moved against Logan.
He barely moved against Logan because he knew Logan wasn't on his level.
I'm just going by his last. I'm just going by his last punk. I can't go by nobody 7, 8 years ago. I can't do that. You know what I mean? So I just gotta look at what he did last fight.
I'm going by what we see right now, and what I'm going by what we see right now.
How old is Floyd right now? Like 40. How old is Floyd right now? Damn, you think Floyd at 40? How old is like 46, 47? You think he be? I'm
gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. Floyd at 45. Floyd at 45 right now was better than Sean Porter fighting Bud in that last fight. And we said Sean Porter was winning that fight. Bomac said Sean Porter was winning that fight.
I don't see, but I didn't know. I thought it was a close fight, but when they said Bud was down in the cards, I was surprised too. I was just surprised as Bud was. I wasn't surprised with it. It was competitive, but I thought Bud was winning.
But what I'm saying is Floyd right now is better than that Sean Porter.
I might look. See, styles make matches. I think Floyd will beat the shit out of Sean Porter right now.
And that's the point that I'm making. Sean Porter was putting hands and feet on Bud. Every time he caught Bud was hugging.
Yeah.
The first 6 rounds of that fight, Bud was hugging like shit.
But Sean extra active. He move a lot. Floyd ain't gonna be able to move like that right now. What's good, Jay Smith? Okay, I said what's over there. What's good, Jay Smith? Go ahead. He said Floyd ain't even trained for that fight. There was Floyd just chip. I mean, I'm pretty sure. The Floyd always in shape, man. He always in shape.
No, I'm just telling you, Bud hasn't shown me anything that would give up a problem for Floyd. I don't see nothing that Bud puts up that will be a problem for Floyd. Bud fights one way. And we were talking about that yesterday. Bud fights one way. Everybody said, "Oh, he's a switch hitter." He's not a switch hitter.
You convinced me a little more than I thought at first, but I can't. I can't see him.
No, like I said, that Sean Porter fight.
If he could be Bud right now, y'all must think Earl Spence gonna kill Bud, huh?
I believe Spence is going to kill Bud. I believe Spence is going to kill Bud.
Yes. Okay,
I've been said that.
Yeah.
I've been said Spence is going to kill Bud. Bud don't know how to fight on the inside. Spence knows that. Bud knows that.
Yeah.
Spence is going to kill Bud. Like I said, that fight that I saw with Sean Porter, that's all I needed to see. I know.
He said Floyd not some random nigga. He's a lifetime athlete who has not drank, partied, and lived a clean life from when he was a child. Bud too
Yeah.
though. Bud too though.
Bud ain't no damn Floyd though, man.
Now, I'm saying he ain't drank. He a supreme athlete. He a wrestler and a boxer. He don't drink. Don't party that much. I don't know nothing about him being a drinker, no drug user, no shit like that. He live a boxer lifestyle. That's all I'm saying. They both live a boxer lifestyle.
He lives a boxer lifestyle. I mean, but like I said, no, I don't see Bud beating Floyd. I don't see it.
Pride for prime. This ain't even a conversation. Pride for prime is not even a. Let me be clear. Pride for prime. This is not even a conversation. What we talking about today, right now, today. We got to do this. We got to do this on your show, D Free, so everybody can go out there and tell me I'm crazy here.
Shit. I mean, to be honest with you, there's a lot of guys that's fighting right now at welterweight that I don't see beating Floyd. There's a few guys I see that will beat Floyd.
I just don't think Bud one of them, but I agree.
I believe Bud is one of them. I mean, we would never know unless we get in the ring. But from what I seen with that Sean Porter fight, if that was Floyd Mayweather, Bud Crawford would have lost that fight.
I think everybody outside of the top four or five welterweights will lose to Floyd right now. Like the Kell Brooks and the goddamn Virgil Ortiz and the goddamn Conor Benz and shit like that. If Conor don't catch him, they'll lose to Floyd.
So what you telling me is the last fight that you can go by, is Sean Porter and Bud Crawford. You telling me that Bud Crawford would have beat Floyd Mayweather?
I think that Bud Crawford wouldn't have been under as much pressure as he was that day. Floyd would have been a little slower to the shit than Sean was. Floyd and Bud right now will be more of a boxing match, right? But I think because Bud is the better athlete and the younger guy with the younger legs, he'll be able to stay on the outside. You know what I mean?
Bud don't box. Bud don't box. He fights.
He can box though. He can box though.
When the last time you see Bud box?
Not at 147. I can tell you that. Not at 147.
Okay, so we don't know if he can box anymore. Because the last time we saw him box, it wasn't at 147. That was like 5-6 years ago.
He ain't really had to box. He ain't really had to box at 47.
It doesn't matter if you had to.
If you don't, I'm not into the hype because I think he could beat up Floyd Mayweather at 45.
That's like me. I've been. Listen, what I'm trying to tell you.
That ain't no hype.
That's like
I've been fucking with Bud. What hype?
That's what I'm telling you though, T. You saying he didn't have to box. He didn't have to box at 147. So that goes the same thing as me. I was able to do a back no hand flip. I haven't done it in 5 years, so I don't know if I still can do it. I haven't done it in 5 years.
But have you been, when you was cutting them backflips, are you still as active as an athlete as you was when you was cutting the backflips?
No.
Well, you probably can't do it. But Bud is though. He the same actor.
No. Bud, we don't see that from Bud.
If Bud, look, Bud fought Sean Porter a little different than he fought everybody else before Sean Porter.
Bud was moving back, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he could do it. He could do it.
No, I don't. He might can do it. And like I said, who's to say Floyd can't box? That's all Floyd do is box. He's one of the best boxers
today.
Of our generation.
Only talking about Floyd today.
I'm just talking about Floyd and Bud. I like I said, Floyd inside the ring, he's one of the best I ever seen done it.
Now Florida one of the best. Florida kick Bud ass if we go on prime for prime. He'll kick Bud ass. But
like I said, that Bud, you need to go back.
Like Don Moore, Dwayne.
When you get it,
what's up, man?
When you get a chance, go back and look at that Sean Porter Bud Crawford fight, and then you watch the Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather fight, and you tell me you don't think Floyd would be able to beat Bud Crawford in that fight. Floyd was fighting somebody that was outweighing him by what, like 60 pounds?
Yeah.
Jake Paul was like 220. Floyd Mayweather was like 150 something. And he was walking Jake Paul down.
Yeah, that's because he's trash though.
Yeah, he trash, but that nigga, he still can punch.
Sean
He's
Porter,
still
Sean Porter probably knocked Jake Paul out. I mean Logan Paul.
No.
Logan Paul.
I meant to say Logan Paul.
Yeah,
I don't think Sean Porter would knock Logan Paul out. I think Logan Paul might knock Sean Porter out.
Yeah, no.
I ain't saying Logan Paul would beat Sean Porter if it goes to the scorecard. But if it came to who gonna get knocked out, if it came to who gonna
too active for Logan, man.
What I'm saying is, if it came to who gonna get knocked out first, I think Sean Porter would get knocked out first. He's the smaller guy.
I think Sean Porter will stop him first. I ain't gonna say necessarily knocked out. I say stop him. He'll stop
him. Yeah, he might stop him. He might.
He said, yeah, but Spence
I
never faced a boxer like Crawford who uses switching style, southpaw and orthodox at his best. But the southpaw ain't gonna really be ain't really gonna matter that much because Spence southpaw. You know what I mean? He done fought a lot of orthodox fighters. So
he can start off orthodox or southpaw.
And Mike Garcia can box his ass off. Danny Garcia is a counterpuncher. Sean Porter is a brawler. He about to fight Ugas, who's a boxing counterpuncher. You know what I mean? He fought a lot of different styles.
And that's why I say EJ is going to beat Bud, because Bud fucked up and let EJ fight a bunch of different styles. Early in EJ's career, EJ wasn't fighting a bunch of different styles. But he like he said, y'all fucked up. I grew into the weight now. He fucked up and he let Earl Spence get some experience. Because now Earl Spence done fought a bunch of different styles. It's nothing that Bud Crawford can put in front of Earl that Earl haven't seen yet. At the beginning, I mean, when he first came to 147, yeah, there were still styles that Earl Spence hasn't seen yet. It was still styles he hasn't dealt with yet. Now, Earl Spence has been in there with every type of style that you can have. He's been in there with a brawler. He's been in there with a southpaw. He's been in there with the orthodox. He's been in there with a boxer. He's been in there with a puncher. There's nothing that Earl haven't seen yet. So that's why I say Bud fucked up. He should have fought Earl when Earl offered him that 60-40. That was the best time for him to fight Earl. Now, Earl got too much experience under his belt. And Earl is even more hungry than he was back then. Earl had stopped fucking with Blu-ray at that time, and he was on that. That's when he was out partying and shit. Now Earl is back focused. He's more focused than he was the first when he fought Kell Brook. He's more focused now. So Bud fucked up.
Yeah, I got Earl in that fight. Man. I got Earl in that fight. But I ain't got to bash one to like the other type deal. But yeah, his style is all wrong for Earl. Just like I feel like right now, his floor style be all wrong for Bud. You know what I mean? With him being flat footed and shit.
Yeah, but I think Earl is going to beat Bud down, and it might be a late round stoppage. Bud might get stopped in the later rounds because
if Earl get the hitting on him, and Mike Biggs was good, pimp. If Earl get the hitting on him and he stun him and Bud get to trying to grab, I don't think he gonna be able to clinch Earl like he been able to clinch everybody else. So it's gonna get really like you said, man. If Bud ain't got it plan for the inside, which I know he do, because he Bud, right? So I know he do. If he ain't got a plan for the inside game, the inside attack of Earl Spence, man, like I don't see him winning. My thing is if Bud gonna win this fight, he ain't gonna have to outdo Spence on the inside, but he gonna have to be able to connect with Spence on the inside consistently for him to be able to win. If he can't do that, he gonna be in for a long night. You know what I mean? Because I don't think he gonna be able to keep Spence at range with his jab. because it's just not one of those guys who get kept at range with a jab. You know what I mean? Kell
and see
Brook.
that's another thing. Bud Crawford, he don't have no jab. He don't have a jab. So how you going to keep Spence from getting in on the inside on you? You don't have a jab. We know Spence got a jab. Spence got one of the best jabs at welterweight. So how you going to stop Spence from getting on the inside if you don't have a jab to keep him on the outside?
He used a pretty good jab against Porter, but I don't know. It's a lot of that's really why I want to see this fight, y'all. 'Cause it's a lot of shit that I don't know. Don't know.
Bud puts a
It's
jab
good,
out
bro.
there to measure distance. Like Ricky said yesterday, Bud puts a jab out there to measure distance. It's not so much to stop you in your tracks or to keep you
Yeah,
back off of him. It's just to measure his distance. It's a little pawing jab. It's not no stiff jab. It's a pawing jab just to measure the distance so he can throw his straight left, or if he's fighting in orthodox, his straight right. So it's a pawing jab. It's not a stiff jab. So you're not going to be able to keep Earl Spence off of you with a little pawing jab. You got to have a sting on that in order for Earl to respect your jab. Earl is not going to respect that little pawing shit. He going to knock that shit down and counterpunch you with a motherfucker
he
a right
he
hook
hurt.
or a left hook.
He stunned Kell Brook with a jab. I know what you're saying though. He don't get that. He don't consistently throw a power jab. He throw a distance jab. He throw a distance like a rangefinder jab. He don't consistently throw a stinking jab, but he stunned Kell Brook with that motherfucker.
It was more of a hook than it was a jab. That was more of a hook because Kell Brook was covering up and he had to come around his guard, so it was more of a hook than it was a jab.
He got through with the jab, and he followed him with the hook.
Yeah, I mean he got through with the jab, but the jab
they was having a
him.
jab at which Kell Brook was winning. They was having a jab in battle. That's why Brook was winning.
Yeah. And Kell Brook was fucking Bud Crawford up with that damn jab. He was fucking Bud Crawford up. That's what I'm talking about. He was fucking Bud Crawford the fuck up with that damn jab. And Kell Brook jab ain't nowhere near like Earl Spence jab is. He was beating. Kell Brook was beating Bud Crawford.
I got Earl for the win. I just don't see. I don't see a destruction like y'all see, man. I just don't. I'm really a little nervous for my guy to be.
You gonna see that destruction after next Saturday. You're gonna say, oh yeah, this nigga gonna beat the shit out of Bud Crawford. When you see what he do to Ugas, you're gonna be like, oh, this nigga, this is the old Earl Spence, the motherfucker that was out there knocking everybody the fuck out. I at first I wasn't saying it, but now Earl's gonna knock Ugas out.
See, that's the thing about Earl J. Smith. That's the thing about Earl J. Smith. He the same way. He fight the same way. Whether he taking some punishment in the fight, or rather he winning the fight by 6-7 rounds. He always cool. He always the same. It's like he got a game plan and he stick to it. He not switching. He not switching the whole fight. He going there. He do if his game plan before the fight is to box you, he go box you. If his game plan before the fight is to bribe with you, try to put you down, he gonna try to put you down. If he know that you're a good counter puncher, he go keep his cell phone up and he go jab your ass to sleep. Then he got, you know what I mean? If he think that you might be a better boxer than him, he go still use his boxing skills, but when he hit you, he go make it count. Lamont Peterson. You know what I mean? It just
like
he always is the most too high, never too low.
Earl Spence is the most consistent boxer in the sport of boxing right now. He's the most consistent. Earl Spence, the same energy you see from Earl Spence in round 1 will be the same energy you see from Earl Spence in round 12. He's gonna stay with that same energy. He never gets tired.
I agree with you, Ghost. He really don't fight orthodox like that. He really a left-handed fighter, but he really don't. I know. I agree with you on them. He really don't fight orthodox like that. He a right-handed fighter, but he fight southpaw. That's where he comes with southpaw. Just like I'm comfortable with southpaw. But he an orthodox guy. That's why I give Earl the edge, because he'll have to go southpaw against a natural southpaw. You know what I mean? But I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be.
And there's no better southpaw than Earl Spence. I don't see nobody that's a southpaw that's better than Earl Spence right now.
Yeah, I have to agree. Let me. Yeah, I have to agree. He said Spence versus Ugas fight will most definitely show us if Earl back. Yeah, he looked like he looked. If we going by shit, the training footage and shit like that, he looked like he back. He looked like he
Oh,
back.
like
I
I
say
said,
this: if he go out there and stop Ugas, that's the perfect setup for Earl and Bud though. If he go out there and stop, if he win, it is what it is anyway. But if he could go out there, he can get a stoppage like that. That'd be major over Ugas. That'll be major. Now, what I don't want is I still don't want Bud to make no moves yet. So Cal Boston, he said Bud ain't Superman. Calm down, he's good, but still beatable. Acting like he Michael Myers can't be put down. Who you talking to, SoCal?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Who you talking to, SoCal?
Bud is not unbeatable. Bud just haven't been in the ring with nobody that can test and see if he can be beat. He's been in there with people that he know he's going to beat. And that's the same thing I say about Canelo, same thing I say about Triple G. They get in the ring with people they know they're going to beat. They haven't been in the ring with nobody that's going to test them. The one time that Canelo been in the ring with somebody that will test him, he lost. Floyd Mayweather.
He said, till you telling me it's competition when a nigga slower, isn't better southpaw, and don't even know how to jab right or fight on the inside, it's a 50-50. I'm saying all that right. I'm saying Bud is a good enough athlete, bro, and Bud got enough power in his hands to where he always go be game. You know what I mean?
No,
He always got it.
no. That's another thing we was talking about. We was talking about Bud Crawford power. Bud
I said got
Crawford,
enough power in his hands where
no,
he always game.
no, he don't. Bud Crawford power comes from when he got separation. If you on the inside, Bud don't have
That's
no
on the
power on
inside,
the inside.
but in general,
Yeah,
he got power. Like
he got power. Yeah,
it's
but
up
it's on
like
the end of his punches. It's on the end of his
yeah. So I
punches.
mean,
It's not fighting in
so he
close
got it.
range.
So he do get it, and I think he
But
athletic enough, and he got enough power to where he always in the game. It's a not,
like I said,
is his fight against your
you
fight. You know
believe
what I
in
mean? Is his fight versus your fight?
you believe in more in Bud than Bud believe in himself. Bud don't even believe that. That's why he ain't getting in there with nobody like that. I'm telling you,
We
Bud
going back to
has to
Sean
fight
Porter
someone.
fight. We going back to Sean Porter fight, right? He said if Uga stop, he said if Spin stops Ugas, the boxing world will be buzzing like crack. Yeah, them fact. I hope he do. That's what we need. We need that jump before the Bud fight. We need a
No, he's going. I believe he's going to stop Ugas. At first, I wasn't saying that. I was like, Earl Spence is going to beat Ugas up. But after I've been seeing the training and all that, and I see Earl Spence mentality and his mental. Earl Spence is going to stop Ugas. He's going to stop
Ghost.
him.
Ghost,
Ugas
did I
has
say
not
he
been
was
in
a
the
better
ring with nobody like Earl
Ghost, did I
Spence.
say he was a better athlete? Did I say he was a better athlete?
Who?
Bud.
Better athlete than who?
Earl.
Better athlete.
I said, did I say he was a better athlete?
When you say better athlete, what do
No,
you
no, no.
consist of
I
better
asked you. I
athlete?
said, did I say he was a better athlete than Earl?
What I'm saying is when you say
No,
better
no, no.
athlete, what
Ghost
do
said that I said he a better athlete than Earl.
oh I mean it depends on what you consider the athlete entails. What comes with
I
being a
said
better
he's a
athlete?
supreme athlete. That's what I said. I said I didn't insinuate nothing. I said
Oh,
what I
you said
said.
he's a supreme athlete. You
Yes,
didn't
he's
say
a
he was a
supreme
better
athlete.
athlete than Earl.
That's what I said, bro. Y'all Earl Spence fans do y'all Earl Spence, y'all is kind of
No,
like Bud fans. You is kind of like a
no,
Bud fan, Ghost. Because you put
no. He
words in
didn't
my
say,
mouth.
but
He
he didn't
put
say
words in my
Bud
mouth,
was
bro.
a better athlete. He said he's a supreme athlete, not better than Earl, just a supreme athlete.
I gave
Period.
that man he just do. And you threw Earl in there.
Yeah, no, he was just saying that Bud is a supreme athlete, point blank, period. He didn't say he was a supreme athlete over Earl, because that remains to be seen if he's a supreme athlete over Earl, because Earl is a supreme athlete. Because Earl fight every different style. He didn't fought every style. He didn't box. He didn't brawl. He didn't show power.
He is good
So
enough. I said he's a good athlete and he has enough power in his hands to compete with anybody. That's what I said. That's what I said. I ain't say this nigga was Almighty God with the power. I said he got enough to compete with anybody. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. I don't think he beat Earl. I don't think he beat Earl at all. But I do want to see how Earl react when he get hit, when he start to get hit by Bud. I've seen him get hit by a lot of motherfuckers, but I do want to, once I see how he react to them Bud punches, then I know everything I need to know. Type shit. Cause I believe if Earl hit Bud enough times, Bud go down. But I don't know if Earl go down. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to find out. That's the thing. Like I saw Earl, I didn't really know if Earl could take a Danny Garcia punch, to be real with you, until I saw him take it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that when people say one punch can change a fight, or people say everybody got a puncher's chance, they talking about if a guy could take that power. That's really what I got to see. Because true enough, I think Earl is good enough to beat Bud, but it's always that puncher's chance. You know what I mean? And
see,
Bud,
the thing is,
that fucking puncher's chance. He got enough powers. He just a good enough boxer. He's
see,
a
the thing is,
good enough.
we don't know
Put
how
you on your
good
ass.
Bud Chen. We don't know how good Bud Chen really is, because Bud, like I said, but we didn't see Bud wobble. We didn't see Bud get stunned. We don't know how good his chin really is. But Bud hasn't been in there with nobody that was a real puncher. Just look at all of the guys he fought. Nobody was a real puncher like that he's been in. The one person that you might can say was a puncher that wasn't really a puncher, but the strongest puncher he's been in the ring with was Kell Brook. That was the strongest puncher he's been in the ring with. Nobody was really a puncher, but we seen him get stunned. We seen him get stunned by. We seen him get wobbled by Gamboa. We seen him get stunned a few times in the Sean Porter fight, and we all know Sean Porter's not no puncher, but he got stunned a couple of times in that fight. We seen him get stunned in a Mean Machine fight. Well, he got dropped in that fight, and that was to a body shot. He got dropped, even though they didn't count it, but it was a clean shot to the body, and Bud went down. I don't know why they didn't count it, because I looked at that joint like 17 times. I'm like, why the fuck this didn't count as a knockdown? Bud didn't slip. His legs didn't slip from under him. He got hit and he went down. He tried to hold on it, and Mean Machine just backed up, and Bud went down.
Yeah, that was a knockdown. I had that knockdown. That was a knockdown. Yeah, that's true. I think Earl win the fight. I think Earl win the fight for sure. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know, man. I will say this: if I could see both of them, if Earl gets stopped, it's gonna be like devastating. It's gonna be like a flash. He gonna get up. He gonna get put down again. It's gonna be like that. But I can see Bud getting stopped, like on punches, like not being able to return fire, getting stopped. You know what I mean? That's the only way I can see.
Now,
I don't see nobody getting stopped. I think Earl gonna win.
I'm gonna call Bud what my man Crush called Bud yesterday. He called him a TKO menace. That's where Bud Crawford, most of his fights is from TKOs. The referee stopping the fight. Yeah. He's not knocking guys out. Most of his fights are TKOs. So, he might. I mean, I can't even say Earl. I can't even say Earl gonna get dropped, because I've never seen Earl hit the canvas.
that son of God, that's because they was about to retire. And he didn't retire Brooke though, but you know, Porter was already retired. And you basically just saying we saying Earl fought Brooke in 2017. And see what I mean? He fought the guys after everybody else had already fought him. Like Porter was on the podcast. You know what I mean? That man said
Porter already said it.
He said it recently.
He was going to
Just
retire
recently too, when he
after
was
the
talking.
Earl Spence fight. He said it.
Now we not downplaying. No, we talking facts. We talking facts, bro. You downplaying the fact that you downplaying the fact that you literally just said that he retired them folks that was about to retire.
He said he was going to retire after the Earl Spence fight. He just didn't know how to tell his father that he didn't want to fight no more. He said it.
Yeah.
He said that after the Bud Crawford fight. He said, I was going to retire after Earl Spence. I just didn't know how to tell my father I don't want to fight no more.
I fuck with Bud, but no, I don't argue facts, man.
I mean, we're not taking it. We're not taking it from Bud. Bud got the TKO. I mean, it is what it is. We're not taking it from him. But that wasn't a Sean Porter that was fully invested in boxing. That was a Sean Porter with 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That's all we're saying. It's not a Sean Porter that was at 100% invested in boxing. He was already on his way out the door.
Good, Derek. Yeah, Brooke was undefeated. Brooke was undefeated at welterweight, number 1 at welterweight. Yep, was a current champion. For Sean Porter when he was a champion too. All these fights were for belts. Brooke was a champion when Earl fought him. Sean Porter was a champion when Earl fought him. Jordanis Ugas is a champion in Earl fighting. You know what I mean? There's 3 champions. And if we get the light at the end of the tunnel, it's gonna be 4 champions that he fought. You know what I mean?
And truth be told, Bud Crawford had an opportunity to fight all those guys as well. He could have fought Sean Porter for the belt. He could have fought Ugas for the belt. He chose not to. And Bob came out and told us that. He said, he could fight all these guys, but Bud don't want to fight them.
Well, he about to fight Earl, man. He about to fight Earl. If I had to bet on it, I'd say 100% he about to fight Earl. I couldn't bet on win. I couldn't say win though. I wouldn't bet on win. You know what I'm saying? But
at first I was like 60-40 that it wasn't going to happen. Now I'm more like 60-40 that it is going to happen.
Yeah. Now I'm 100% sure the shit go happen. I'm not as confident as win. I want that bitch to happen next because it only makes sense to happen next. You know what I mean? But it's gonna happen though for sure. It's going to happen.
Me personally, I don't know. I still thinking if Earl Spence have to wait another year before he get that Bud Crawford fight, I think Earl Spence might move up to 54. I think he might say, you know what, I'm not gonna waste no more time on this. I'm going up to 54.
Earl Spence want to do it next, or he moving up. To be real with you,
I mean now Earl Spence wants the undisputed. Don't get me wrong. I'm just going.
He want to do it next,
what I think,
or he moving up, and that's why
I'm just going off of what I think. I'm not saying this is what Earl's saying. I'm saying what I think. I think if Earl have to wait until 2023 before he get that fight with
exactly what you're saying though. Earl's saying he don't want to wait no more time after this.
Right,
fight.
That's what I'm saying.
He don't want to wait. He don't want to wait a fight in between this one.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel if he has to wait until 2023 before he get this fight with Bud Crawford, because Bud Crawford is taking another fight, I think Earl Spence is going to move up to 54. That's what I feel. I feel that Earl Spence is going to move up to 54 if he have to wait.
The feeling I'm getting from it is Bud waiting to see what happened with Earl and Ugas, and then they go fight next. That's the feeling I'm getting from it. And just remember when this shit happened. Just remember though, when this shit happened, remember who was telling you that this shit was gonna happen. Because at first I didn't think it was gonna happen, but now I'm enlightened. You know what I mean? So I feel like this bitch gonna happen.
No, I mean, like I said, I'm 60-40 that is gonna happen. I'm 60-40 that is gonna happen. I'm not 100% because, like I said, if Bud takes a fight before that Earl Spence fight, I feel like Earl Spence is going to move up to 54. But I believe I believe Bud is waiting for the results of the Ugas fight because he wants to fight Earl next and then take another fight. But I don't know. We only can see after the fight. We got a week before the fight happens, and we'll see.
What is it? Yeah. 8 days, man. 8 days.
Yep.
Well, yeah, man. Floyd on that. Floyd on that bullshit. Trying to steal Tank Thunder. Stealing Jamel Charlo Thunder. Straight up stealing Jamel Charlo Thunder. But we still end up talking about motherfucking Earl Spence, Ugas, and Bud again. Because it's about that time. Because we got the Earl fight coming up. So it's about that time. It's about that. He said, y'all seen Bud Trump. Trump broke one of my favorite moments in that fight. Bud defense underrated a little bit. Yeah, he did turn him. He turned Sean
Get
Bud.
off my back.
He said Sean was really doing commentary. You was like 4 weeks to the fight. Something wrong with this, but right goes. But hell yeah. I'm pulling for EJ to be Ugas. Yeah, man, I'm pulling for the undisputed fight to happen. So I want everything. I want EJ to win because I'm a fan and because I want to see him fight motherfucking Bud. He said, T, you can't say Floyd doing that when the day was offered to Floyd 5 months ago. T, you can't say Floyd doing that when the day was offered to Floyd 5 months ago. I can't say Floyd doing what? T, Floyd was offered the fight on the same day and location 5 months ago. Opponent was Billionaire Rashid. What you talking about? I can't say Floyd hating on Tank. What you talking about, Ghost? I'm lost. So you can't say Floyd doing that when the day was over. I can't say Floyd doing what? Now he most definitely trying to steal. He most definitely trying to steal Jamel Thunder. He was supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight that billionaire kid a long ass time ago. Nah, he was supposed to fight that billionaire kid in the exhibition. I don't even know who the hell Rashid is. He finna fight a nigga named Don Moore a week before Tank fight. He is trying to steal folks' thunder. That's exactly what he trying to do. How that nigga was finna fight that kid from overseas. Bro, you could have did this fight. You could have did this fight next month. You literally got a fighter fighting a week after you. And this nigga announced this shit yesterday. If he been had a fight on this day, he would have been announced that mother. Why he announced it yesterday? So he not still know about that. He was going to fight him this date, and that was a pro fight. Now, I don't even know who Rashid is. He was about to fight that foreign boy, that billionaire kid, nigga about 18 years old. He was about to fight him first. And he had nothing to do with this date. And if he knew he was gonna fight on this date that nobody else knew because he just announced this motherfucker yesterday, if he already knew, why he made Tank fight a week before his? Yeah, the kid Mosey can't fight now because personal issue. They were trying to figure it out, but it ain't happening, so they doing it with this nigga, Rashid, that billionaire kid. Yeah, okay, Rashid the billionaire kid. Yeah, he was supposed to fight that nigga. It wasn't for this day though, and if it was, I ain't know shit about it. I didn't hear this nigga say not on this date. Him and the billionaire kid was supposed to fight earlier. He said, "Don't quote me on this," but it's to do with the rush situation. Him and the billionaire kid was supposed to fight before May, before this. But then again, you might be right because I wasn't checking for no date when he was supposed to fight that dude. So you might be right about that date shit. But even still though, why would you make Tank fight a week after yours? Even still though, why would you make Tank fight a week after yours? And why would you hold a press conference? Okay, how about this, Ghost? Why would you hold a press conference the same day Tank do one? and he your fighter. If if they already had the date, cool. Okay, I didn't know about this. I was not checking for this motherfucking date. Cool. Why the fuck you gonna hold a press conference on the same day Tank's press conference? He said, "Now that kid fought 2 months ago. They were supposed to fight this. Now that kid fought 2 months ago. Now that kid fought 2 months ago. They were supposed to fight this. Yeah, okay, I understand that. Cool. What I'm saying is, why you hold a press conference on the same day where your fighter got a press conference? If you're not trying to steal his thunder."
ET. Notification that's popped up from Everything Boxing. Listen to this shit. Errol Spence accused of being on Pez by Terrence Crawford's team and trainer. Yeah, Everything Boxing that's put this up.
Who said
it? Keon.
No, I'm saying like, what? You ain't watched it yet. I was saying like, what trainer?
I'm about to find out now. I just got the notification.
Cap Ghost. Cap Ghost.
Oh, well, from the picture, it looked like Bernie and fucking Bomac from the picture. So, him open this shit up real quick.
Well, we gotta see. We gotta see.
Everybody
It sound like
think
fear.
man on
It sound like fear though.
Oh, that is
Sound like fear though. But look, I'm finna end this junk. I pretty I come through this. I'm gonna bring it back because we finna rob the booking for a second. The game started at 12, so I gotta get my folks right. I gotta get right. So we got an hour. I'm finna end this junk. Ghost, bring your ass. He said, "You know who it is." Bring your ass to the next stream, Ghost. Make sure y'all, if y'all ain't got shit going, y'all slide over to the next stream. We gonna rob the bookie. I might come on later and do a boxing stream tonight. I might add one tonight because I normally do 2 morning junks, but we ended up doing one, which was this one. You know what I mean? So he just thought with it be right. So y'all slide on over to the Robin the Book. Appreciate y'all sliding through this John Skin Holloway Southern T. This ain't the page, this ain't the preacher, but just the present. That's how you rocking. And I'm out. Look, I'm finna watch Keon shit too. That's really why I'm in this shit because I want to do that.